on a rainy Wednesday afternoon. It feels more like spring here in Ottawa. The Tim Hortons Brier. The home stretch of round robin is now here, and this talented Brier field is jockeying for position. However, one team has stood out among the rest. Oh! What a shot! The challengers are keeping a close watch, and former champions are waiting for their opportunity to pounce. With each game so critical, some teams cannot afford another loss. Draw 12 from the Brier. The race is on. Next. That beep, beep, beep you hear is some teams backing up in the standings at this time of the week. But still so many games to play. It's all about staying alive, staying alive. This morning it was draw 11 here at the arena, TD Place. Brad Gouju, St. John's, Newfoundland, Labrador, earlier in the week saying he wasn't feeling it. Well, you can't say that now about the Olympic gold medal winner as he comes through the hole, runs it back, and watch where that red rock goes. And they will sit in time to pick up 3 as he goes on to the win over the defending champions and Pat Simmons. Alberta 7-2, they beat BC. Ontario dropped 2 yesterday. They bounced back with a win over PEI. Saskatchewan needed an extra against the Territories. Jamie Cooey has gone to 4 extra ends, never had the last rock in any of them. So as we take a look at the standings, 1 undefeated team, that's Northern Ontario. Now you look down, all those 4 lost teams. Now there's 1 at 5. Is 5 the magic number? You'd love to be on the left side of the table. Coming up today, again, your choice of games to watch. You can see Alberta, Quebec on TSN 1 and 5, or on 3 and 4, Ontario, Northern Ontario, as we continue with the Brier from Ottawa. It's the all-provincial rivalry. It's the North against the South, Ontario against Northern Ontario, as we say hello, Canada, and welcome inside the arena here at TD Place. A messy day outside, as I say, feels a little bit like spring, which is nice. Cheryl and Russ alongside. The way Glenn Howard started on that opening day, you thought, wow, maybe there is some magic left, but he stumbled since then.
Yeah, and after Sunday night, looked pretty good. They beat Alberta, the only team to beat Brad Gouju in Newfoundland, and then it's just been a couple of misses. They've been close, like a lot of the teams, but the one miss was a burnt rock against Quebec, cost them that game. The other miss was a rock positioning, just put it in the worst spot. Territories makes a run double for 4. They've been close, Vic, but close isn't good enough to this field. The other miss for Glenn Howard is Wayne Madaw. You can't play in a field like this without Wayne Madaw. You can't replace him at all. So it's all about rock placement against this Northern Ontario powerhouse and leave Glenn some room. The old guy's still got some shots. He just needs some room to make them.
Brad Jacobs says what turned his season around was winning that curling skins game in Banff, and boy has it ever. 6 straight wins, and the reason? Simple.
Defense wins. It's the old adage, and it's working brilliantly for this team out there. And the key for them is they're not allowing the opposition to score points. They're only allowing 3.8 points a game. They're number 1, and only 1 stolen end so far. So the keys for today with this Northern Ontario team is going to be continuing with those blank ends. They're waiting. They have a lot of patience. They wait till they've got something setting up, and if it doesn't, they blank the end and move forward and wait for another opportunity. I talked to Ryan Fry this morning, and he said the other thing that they've had is a lot of things going their way. They're getting some breaks, but they're making the most out of those breaks.
The keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Brad Jacobs, Canadian champion, gold medal winner. The Brush brothers got him. Bang, bang. Oh! What a shot. Believe in the beard.
Nice shot. Both go. Avoids the jam. Look at the action on that stone. Find the button for the win. Welcome back, Glenn Howard.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
And as we take a look at all the games on the ice, make a note of the losses. So you've got 2 4-loss teams on sheet A. You've got 1 4-loss team on sheet B, that's being Saskatchewan. A 3-loss team trying to avoid a 4th. And there's Ontario at 4 losses after their bounce back. And playing the undefeated team from Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs. So if you believe that in fact 5 might get you something, but we always talk about 4 losses. You'd love to stay there. It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Glenn Howard, skip of Team Ontario. Our lead is Scott Howard. Our second is Adam Spencer. Our third is Richard Hart, and we play out of the St. George's Golf and Curling Club in Toronto.
Hi, I'm Brad Jacobs, skip of Team Northern Ontario. Our lead is Ryan Harnden. Our second is EJ Harnden. Our third is Ryan Fry, and we curl out of the Community First Curling Centre in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
First advantage to Ontario as they win the draw to the button. So it will be Glenn Howard that has the last rock. He'll have the hammer playing the red stones. The brush is down just inside the 8 by Brad Jacobs. And to get us underway, the Northern Ontario lead is Ryan Harnden.
Good line, boys. Line looks good.
With an undefeated team here, you'd have to think they're heavy favorites, but I don't agree with that. I think, Ontario's got a lot more to play for in this game. And Jacob said in his at the Skins game in Banff that it was the intensity that was missing when he played for a lot cash. He had that intensity and it turned him around. Not that he won't be intense in this game, but at 6-0, you could just put it in neutral a little bit. There's a lot more incentive for Ontario than Northern Ontario in this game.
Nah. I just don't see it happening. I don't see him that kind of a person. I think Glenn is going to have to play his best. But I just don't see them. Yeah, certainly they could coast. They could afford a couple of losses, but I don't think they want to do that.
No, absolutely they don't.
I think the other thing you look at is some of their wins could have easily been losses.
Oh, yeah.
Laycock left them an easy doubler. That could have been a loss. They had an extra win over Quebec. They stole 2 points on BC. Team Canada, they made a great shot to get their 4. So many games, it's one shot could have gone the other way. So I think that they know that, and they're going to have to be aware of it.
Well, of course, and then there was that Burn Stone against Alberta where they picked up the 4 in the third. That blew that game wide open.
Pat Simmons was up 3-0. His freeze over curls by an inch, and Brad Jacobs makes the shot of the week and scores 4. If that rock's on the other side, it's a draw for 1. It's 3-1 for Jacobs or for Canada.
If I'm their coach, I'm reminding them of that. But this hasn't been a walk, a cakewalk here to get to this point.
Boom out of the way.
Whoa. Room.
Scott Howard throwing the lead stones.
Good. Whoa. If you're heavy, you got to go. Probably T-line.
Go, line's good.
Line's good. Coming
Line's
down.
good. Clean. No.
Rich.
No, Rich.
Yep.
No, Adam.
Hard.
That went from lots of room to lines good to barely got by. Chris Pebble out there still.
I'd have ripped the corner.
Yeah.
Hey?
I don't mind that.
We've seen some wonderful numbers up and down the lineups of all the teams. It just seems this week, unless you're in the 90s, it's not a very good performance.
Numbers have been incredible. And we've talked about it a few times. Sweeping for sure is added to that. Ice conditions have been pristine for these guys to play on.
And we did mention the rain outside.
So did mine, though.
And the radar, as I look at it right now, it just should be clearing Ottawa. So that'll help. And we said yesterday that Dave Merklinger and his ice crew had done some different things, Russ, just to try to, because they don't have all the equipment here, dehumidification most notably. There are things that they can do to help prevent the frost.
Yeah, no question. There's 2 ways. You can try to scrape the pebble off, or you can try to cover the frost. Or, sorry, scrape the frost off, or you can put more pebble on, a deeper pebble, a bigger pebble, to cover the frost. And he's doing both. And I just talked to him minutes before the game. He's not worried at all for this draw, but it always gets worse as the day goes along. So keep an eye for that later draw tonight.
White, you look for those white patches, particularly down the edges. EJ Harnden throws his second. He and brother Ryan, the front end of this Northern Ontario team from Sault Ste. Marie. And they, like many teams, getting used to the directional brushing. We've seen several stones burned this week as we say good afternoon, Kathy Gauthier.
Well, you know, Vic, Ryan said before the game that he really misses the days when he and EJ could really push each other to sweep that little bit harder. And they feel they went from the best sweepers in the world to a team that was just trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. And he talks about their burnt stones already this week. He said he kicked one of them in a high weight peel, and they burnt one on a simple draw to the house. It is that higher stance that you must take, and it is that brush move up instead of away that has made it complicated and more likely to clunk stones. It also has affected Ryan Fry, typically because he lives in Toronto. He would just meet them at events, but because of the new brushing, he has flown into Sault Ste. Marie before every event so that they can work on the line calling and anticipating who it is that should be sweeping. They say it takes 1,000 replications before muscle memory kicks in, and none of these teams are there yet, and that's why we will see those mistakes.
And then, of course, whoever wins this, Russ, if they when they go to the World Championships in Basel, Switzerland, that brushing they do here will not be allowed at the world level.
That's going to be fascinating. If the rock's going north, you have to sweep east-west, no angle whatsoever. And as Kathy just said, that 1,000 reps, think how many, somebody like a Carter Rycroft swept on an angle for 15, 20 years. How do you make that change in a week?
So you see how he's on the angle on the 45s. Now they've got to switch their bodies around, and then he says go east-west.
Come down?
Yeah, I just came down. I thought your weight was
Didn't you say that that's something that Chelsea Carey is working on as she prepares for the Ford Women's Worlds in Swift Current?
Well, it is, and they've worked so hard all season on the directional, and now you have to adapt and change to the across the face aspect of it, and it changes a lot of the shot, and it changes the calling for the skip in the house.
Solid normal. Whoa, whoa, Adam. Adam. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Third stones and Richard Hart.
Whoa, 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 Adam. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now watch where it goes.
Oh boy.
And it's in behind cover, so they've got two sitting on the edge. Shot rock, though, still belongs to Northern Ontario without last rock back of the 8.
Tricky little double when they're this close together. If Ryan Fry hits that top rock, maybe half of it, he'll touch the second one, but might not get it out.
Fine, right?
Still like keeping your weight up, Bry.
Well, I don't like a bomb. I like normal. Yeah.
No,
no reason to throw a bomb.
Throw it firm, harder than normal.
Firm, you said.
I hate whatever.
Can you make it with the out?
No, it's just.
Boys are on edge right off the bat here.
Yeah, there's no lack of intensity.
Yep, real hard.
So right away,
Real hard.
Ryan Harnden
hard,
picks him up here. Watch
real
that
hard.
corner guard coming up.
Hard right.
Hard.
Get it by that
right.
first.
Hard,
Can you
hard.
sneak it? Yes, you can. What you got, you only get one. But it's the second shot, so they're sitting 2.
It's still good.
Yep.
Still left it in a pretty good spot. It's the force point, and it's a tougher double.
It's not bad.
What do you like? Which one do you
Like that better?
I don't mind it.
Or do we roll the dice?
Whatever you like.
Yeah, this is probably better.
Yeah, I don't mind this at all.
So normal. Should curl here a bit. God, I just hate this. Fucking. When did we start that?
I don't know. Make this.
Weight's good.
No, whoa, Adam. Whoa, 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 close. Whoa.
Normal.
Whoa.
Heavy.
Adam.
Heavy.
Richard Hart.
Close,
Heavy,
close,
heavy,
guys.
heavy.
Hard, Adam. Okay.
And yeah, he bangs it on the nose, and he sits right there, back edge of the floor.
We want him hitting
You
and
mentioned the fact that they miss Wayne Madaw, of course. He was throwing
Hey,
third
Sav,
stones,
see you tonight.
and then he broke his leg. Also here, Joey Hart. That's Richard's 18-year-old son, goes to the University of Guelph. Actually got in the game this morning, so you had the two sons, Scott and Joey, and their two fathers playing, Richard and Glenn.
You're not going to see that very often.
Oh, that's incredible.
They seem to be getting them, just seem to not.
That was normal. Yeah, okay. Nose is fine. You're way a little bit, Pete.
All right. I like that ice. Normal. Clean. Good.
Yep.
It's always a red-hot
Oh,
stare,
oh,
isn't it?
Whoa, E! EJ!
Hard.
Right to it.
Hard, E.
Right to it.
As soon as they hammered that, they backed that up. That's what this team, with the guns they've got to not oversteer them.
Just, I'll take a little less than you.
You dig in deep and you track it back a bit. It's hard to get it to recurl.
Pull that far.
Yeah.
It's like hair lighter than Richie was a little.
So much downward force, scratching the pebble enough, and they actually tracked it back and then had to get right back on it with EJ to make it curl again to make the shot.
You know, just further to the brushing, and somebody from Curling Canada said to me, they don't know how the association let curling get to the sweeping get to this point.
A little less.
There was
Yep. Whoa.
EJ Harnden actually back of the stone.
Whoa.
When did that happen? When was that allowed? Especially when the world still maintains, as you say, east-west. Why has Canada allowed it to get to this point?
I think they didn't realize the scratching situation. We didn't have these waterproof materials. We didn't have harsh materials.
Well, just let Kathy jump in here on Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Kathy.
Well, for Steve Laycock, he tried the cross-house double and just missed it across the back, and so that allows Mike to draw in July 2.
So Manitoba comes in at 4-2. Steve Laycock at 4-4, all important for him. And in the paint for a couple. Russ, you about them?
Well, if the rocks, back in the day, the rocks weren't sanded, so the little minute scratches that you're getting from these brilliant brushes that are in great shape, the rocks were so smooth we glide over it anyway. So we didn't know. It just didn't happen. And we went to the harsher materials, the better athletes. Then with that scratching, these rocks that are also scratched are grabbing. So it's just basically a new phenomenon.
Well, and then our sweeping, we changed from across the face because the officiating was too hard. It was really a judgment call on the officials. And so we allow, all the rule we have is that your last motion has to be away from the path of the stone. So now the world has a different ruling, and that's the difference in why we've been allowed to directional sweep here, because as long as the last motion is away from the path of the stone, it's still legal.
Both Canadian champions going forward here this next month will not be as effective, and that's going to be the trick.
I'll get it out there.
I want to be that umpire that pulls a Canadian stone.
Yeah, really.
That will be some fireworks.
Weight's good. Solid hack.
Facing a couple here.
Whoa. Solid.
Ryan Howard.
Whoa, Scott. Scott. Gotta go hard.
There's also that center guard coming up.
Right up. Right up.
For the single here in the first, Ontario will open the scoring in this north-south battle on a Wednesday afternoon at the Brier. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport. As we welcome you back, Draw 12 coverage. Let's continue with our updates now. Alberta against Quebec, both teams at 3 losses, and you see Alberta shot Stone at the back of the button. Wow, look at this, where he has to go to get there. Final Stone for Kevin Cooey.
The good news, Vic, is that this is the shot that he played on his first one. Jean-Michel Menard came in short on his first one. On his second one came around, and it is not shot. And so for Kevin, if he's able to do what he did on the first one, it will be good for 2.
Ben Hebert. You hear Mark Kennedy calling line. Brent Lang there to supervise. And there's the draw for 2, and an early lead for Alberta. Among the leaders, Alberta. But everybody's chasing Northern Ontario and the team from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie, skipped by Brad Jacobs. Ontario forced to take their single in 1. So here in the second, it will be Northern Ontario that does have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Adam, or Rich. Whoa.
Weight's good. Little heavy.
Rich.
Ryan Harden played the double and almost made it jam the back Ontario rock there, and it's in the corner of the forefoot. It'll come into play on the edge of the 8 there.
So as we take a look at Ontario's final games on the ice now against Northern Ontario, and remember, you see they are 4-4, Glenn Howard, so they're scratching. They're going to play Saskatchewan. There's another team fighting to stay alive, and then eventually the defending champions, Team Canada, also right now at 4 losses. So 3 games against 3 teams, hoping for the same thing that Ontario is, and that's just to stay alive in round robin.
Whoa, Brier, whoa. Heat. Heavy. Heat. Gotta go. Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Right to it. Right to it. Okay. Heavy.
Good weight.
As for Brad Jacobs and Northern Ontario, they've got one more game. They've 1 game less at this moment, so they're going to play Northwest Territories. I mean, Jamie Cooey has played so many people, very difficult to play against. Manitoba, New Brunswick, last game, Friday morning, Newfoundland Labrador. Will that game be for first place? Could well be. That's just the 1 game separating those 2 at the moment.
I don't think that's not a lot of ice, though, is it? I don't know. Doesn't look like much.
By Northern Ontario rolling out, they left Adam this split to lay 2 for a possible force in this
Got
end.
the weight. Back 12.
Got a curl. Rich.
Might be through.
Whoa.
Back 12.
And he'd be able to get the one behind the guard and roll away with their shooter.
Hard, Rich.
Looks really
Hard, Rich. Hard, okay, whoa.
Really heavy.
They didn't want to do. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't want to roll behind the tee line. Trying to get that to move so it caught it a little thinner.
I personally like the hit and roll.
Yeah, Brad. I like the hit and roll. Yeah? Yeah. Control.
Who knows what this does? This will curl nice here each.
Much tougher shot to roll buried than it is to draw buried. That's why Brad liked it, but this keeps the blank alive also, which is what you said at the top. They're jumping on their chances. When they don't have a chance, they're not afraid to blank.
A 10 blank ends so far. They really wait until the opportunity is perfect for them before they push.
Shot each.
And over and on top, and they'll sit there for shot Stone, bumping Ontario out. We have a blank in the first end of New Brunswick and Team Canada. Mike Kennedy, Grand Falls, with last rock against Pat Simmons of Calgary, defending champions. Both teams at 4 losses. You wonder immediately with those teams in that position. 4 losses, are they going to play a little more tentatively?
Solid.
Big.
Solid normal.
Scott. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Hard, Gomer. Hard. Hard.
Now the question is, will it settle in time? It does, just at the back edge. So we had a blank on the first end of New Brunswick and Team Canada, and yes, boom, blanks all over the place.
Well, and it hasn't just been Northern Ontario. This has been an unusual Brier for the amount of blanks. You compare it from 2015 last year, it's almost double. And I think that has a lot to do with the opposition that's definitely at the field this year. And teams just realize that they need to make the most out of their hammer, and if it's not looking good, they just move on and wait.
Well, we just witnessed it. Northern Ontario was trying to hit and roll, threw it way wide. They brushed it all the way down, made the double, and all of a sudden there's still a chance for a blank.
Up and down. No, doesn't need to. EJ.
Or T by itself, Brett.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yep. Toss.
Probably carpeted. Bear.
Boy, is it ever covered. Goodness.
Back.
Is it jam or anything?
Really got to watch this one.
Yeah.
We will be too, though.
You like this
Back.
one?
Yeah.
Or field guard.
I think I need more than that, though, don't I?
Yeah, I do too. You got lots.
Close.
Whoa. Lots away.
Whoa, Adam. Whoa, Adam. Scott.
Scott.
Hard.
Whoa.
Yes. Hard.
Adam.
Whoa.
Adam Spencer.
Scott
Howard now with the final few licks. They avoid the jam. Now they just tapped their own, so they're sitting the 1.
A little heavy.
Try again.
I guess if you're top 8.
Those are the shots that you wouldn't see made before, and that's why I think the games were definitely more high scoring, but now they're making them, and that's when the blanks come in.
Exactly. Once they knew they were by, Adam gets off it, Scott goes crazy, scratches as much as he can, gets that little extra bite on the rock, almost hangs around for 2.
It's got to be absolutely frustrating with hammer to try to get anything going.
Yeah. Line's good.
Room.
Yes.
Room. Right here.
Line.
We're there.
We're T. Really gliding now.
It's going sideways right off.
We can't touch it. It's T. At least.
Okay, sure.
Boy, and sideways, it may have come out the other side.
But don't forget, this is the other issue that they're all dealing with, is Scott Howard scratched on the high side to make the Ontario rock curl. Then Ryan Fry runs right over that path, which would also allow it to curl more until it takes a little while for it to kind of repair itself. That curled way more than his first one.
You with the good room.
Okay.
He went from an inch open to 5 inches over curl.
Yeah.
This is a spot we saw EJ roll out. They thought his weight was up just a touch, but it didn't move like it typically will out in the wings, especially early ends.
Weight's good.
Close, Scott.
Little solid. Close.
Skip Stone's here in 2.
Okay, Scott.
No.
Howard.
Scott. Hard. Gotta go.
Try to get by the guard. That they do. And avoid the jam. They do that too.
Whatever you want. I don't care.
Top 8.
Well, after that blank in 1, New Brunswick against Team Canada, and it is Team Canada that is sitting, I guess, a little quarter hidden on the tee line. Chance for 1, or is that maybe a 2?
It's 2. New Brunswick has played this whole hand to split the house, and on his final stone, Pat Simmons made the hit and rolled that little bit too far, came out in the open. And so if Mike can get to that stone and stick around, it would be for 2.
Mike Kennedy and the team from the Grand Falls Curling Club in a 5th Brier appearance. 3 previous times as a skip. Played for James Grattan in 2008. He's a Canadian and world senior champion, playing with Wayne Talon. And can they sneak it by? So that will bring the one in the top into play. They'll have a look. And 2 it is.
Look first. Whoa. 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 Clean.
Yeah, right.
Clean up. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Brad Jacobs.
Hard, right.
Yep.
Roll or no?
Hard.
Hard.
Okay. Okay.
Shot, Brad.
Perfect example of your comment. They try to pounce when they have the chance. They had the chance. Ryan's overcurled a little bit. Glenn knocked it out. Instead of going around and maybe being forced, they're going to play this out now and give it a try in end number 3. Could have played the come around there, but the way the rocks are curling,
It's just as frustrating.
yeah, you probably can't get your 2. So you don't want to be forced if you're Northern Ontario.
Normal. Adam.
Whoa.
Big. It might be big.
Whoa. Whoa.
It's good. It's good. Yep. No. It's good. Shot. Right.
Well, with the hammer staying up there, that means it's a steal of 1 for Manitoba. And Mike McEwen, 3-0 now. He leads Steve Laycock. Laycock at 4 losses. Mike McEwen, Manitoba, 2 losses coming in.
Yep. Hard run. Gotta go.
Clean.
And away it goes.
Shot, Brad.
So the big blank theory continues. It remains 1-0. Let's check in now in Alberta and Quebec as we drop in here. And Alberta is sitting the 2.
They are on Kevin Cooey's final stone. The 2 stones were grouped, and so he not only removed the 1 Quebec stone, but he rolled far out to the wings to prevent the blank, and so this is the nose hit for 1.
Philippe Menard for the single to put Quebec on the board. 2-1. Alberta leads that Wednesday afternoon at the Brier. Standings coming into this Wednesday afternoon, 1 undefeated team, Northern Ontario. There you see the 2 teams in real contention, Newfoundland, Labrador, Manitoba, at 1 and 2 games off the pace. Now you're at 3, look at 4, you look at BC at 5. We're thinking that because of the strength of the field, maybe 5. But it's a tough road. You don't want to get to 5 because then you'll need some help. So all those teams at 4 losses, they all want to stay there, and they are all on the ice on this Wednesday afternoon, draw 12. We start to sort things out. You don't mind 1 team, 2 teams running away, but you need teams to come back to you if you've already suffered that 3rd and 4th loss. So the blank in 2 means that once again Northern Ontario and Brad Jacobs, the team from Sault Ste. Marie, will have the last draw. They'll have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Like that.
Northern Ont stuffed that pretty simple double
Down
there.
board.
Rolled to a decent spot, though. It's a little tricky to carve that yellow one past the red and hold the shooter.
And you definitely don't want to roll behind the corner.
Weight's good. Rich. Down board.
Adam Spencer.
Whoa. Rich. Board. Whoa. Whoa.
If you are
Scott,
just joining us for the
Scott,
first
Scott,
time, Adam joining
Scott.
this team at the Provincials.
Lovely. Nice shot.
After Wayne Madon broke his leg in a skiing accident prior to the provincial championship. So they had to go to the spare pool. Every event has a spare pool of players, and they They had worked with Adam before. He had filled in for Glenn Howard and on other events prior to Madaw's accident. And so they went on and won the provincial, and now he's here throwing second starters.
Whoa, yep, Fry. Whoa, Fry. Gotta go, Fry, gotta go.
Okay. Missed it the wrong way. You want to miss that thick and roll over beside the Ontario rock.
You think so?
Well, he's got a freeze there that's pretty juicy.
Conservative call here, but one up. If you put it somewhere else, you heard Richard say the come around freeze around the guard is there for Northern On, so why make your shots harder?
So why doesn't Ontario go?
Well, you hate to go around that corner without hammer.
Okay.
You know, Northern On bumps it back. There's a bit of a red wall there, and then all of a sudden Richard Hart's shot's really tough.
Okay, I guess what I'm thinking is that you want to force here if you're Ontario. This is leading us to a blank, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. You could have gone top 12-ish and hoped they wouldn't come around and freeze. There was nothing wrong. There's just a little less risk here, and I think it's because the score is the way it is.
Score and their result, and they're sitting at 4 losses possibly, and looking at that too.
Line's good, guys.
A little tighter.
Rub. Line's good.
A little careful.
We got room.
Weight's good.
We got room. Line's good. Yep, hard line.
Go there.
Hard.
Got to be there.
Hard.
Got to be
Hard,
there. Go,
guys.
go, 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 go.
Hard.
You got it.
You got room. You got room. Fry. 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 Come on, Fry. Come on, Fry. Come on, Fry.
Whoa.
Good toss. Good weight.
Seems like the theme for the week is patience and recognizing that if you give the opposition a deuce opportunity, at that point, the force, it comes into play, and these teams are so good at forcing, you never seem to get a chance to get back in the game. And it's just a deuce.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. That works.
You weren't asking for that.
Sure does. Gets rid of everything.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Did you ever play, Cheryl?
Just like to go to the
You'd like to be an aggressive team,
first lane. Just like to
but
go
you
to the
looked at the standings and you've seen that your team is in that precarious spot, like Ontario is, 4 losses. Did you ever play like that and say, guys, this is all about keeping ourselves alive?
Absolutely, I did. We were in the situation quite a few times at the Scotties where we were on the cusp or had to play tiebreakers. It's a tough situation to be in, and you're trying to not think about the results and not think about outcome. But that's what you have to look at every end is the scoreboard and realize that that is your focus. So it's a tough situation, and you've just got to go out there and say, hey, we make the shots we can and try and play as loose as you can, because that's when you're going to play your best.
Yeah, feel it out.
Because I'm sure, Russ, if you're a team that likes to play offensively, likes to throw a lot of stones, make the ends complicated, to think this way requires a bit of a mental adjustment.
A big adjustment, and you have to be so careful because you're playing one of the best teams in the world. You have to put some pressure on them at some point, or you're not going to win the game. So just because you're 4-4 doesn't mean you have to run defensively. That's for sure. So to your point, you could have played that come around. There was just a little more risk. Yeah. I think if that back Ontario rock wasn't behind the tee line, they'd go around for sure or split the house. It was just too deep, and we talked about in the opening. It's all about rock placement.
My fear always in a style of game like this too is that you finally get your opportunity and you've sort of been lulled up and down the sheet, and do you focus on and make that shot? You start to not be as intense and not as narrow focus, a little bit more broad focus, and that can be deathly when you got to make a shot.
Yep. Yeah, hard. Whoa. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
So up and down the sheet in a very conservative third.
You know what this does do too is it kind of takes the intensity factor away from Northern Ontario. That might be part of it too. They can't get up and pumped with a big shot.
Exactly.
And they love that. I mean, that's the way they play the game. They know that's how they play their best, and maybe that's part of the strategy is to take that away.
There by itself, personally, but
Line's good.
Felt like a lot.
It's curling now.
Yeah, we're there. We're back there. Almost back 12. Well, we're back 12. Okay.
Shot.
That's really where you want it if you're trying to blank, as Brad Jacobs is.
Deal?
Solid.
Give me a little more. Solid normal.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
Final stone for Ontario and
Right up.
Glenn Howard, who won the last Canadian Men's Curling Championship for
Tell,
Ontario.
Glenn to
That was
come
in
down and take the house.
2012. And went on to win the World Championship in Basel, Switzerland, where this year's Canadian champion will go.
What's he thinking there? Clean. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Good job, Brad.
And away it goes as the big blank theory continues.
Bazinga.
Will be appearing next week in Oakville, Ontario. Draw 12 on the Brier in Ottawa. Let's continue with our updates. New Brunswick, Team Canada. Mike Kennedy, Grand Falls. They blanked the first. He got a deuce in second. And now Team Canada and Pat Simmons, his final stone. Both these teams at 4 losses.
Well, Pat's being forced in this end, Vic. Mike Kennedy made a lovely hit and roll under cover on his first. Pat tried to draw and almost went through the house, and that allowed a draw to lie 2, and so there's your single.
To get Team Canada on the board, they trail at 2-1 as we go to the 4th. Right next door, Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Manitoba had last rock. They scored 2 in the first. They stole 1 in 2. Now Steve Laycock again at 4 losses. Question is that top stone biting?
I don't know. It's hard to tell from this angle. I don't think so. He tried the run back on his first and missed it. That allowed Mike McEwen to get in there. He needs to make the double and roll out if he wants to blank.
And he'll roll over, and it is just 4-1. And so it is a 3-1 lead. Manitoba at 2 losses. Laycock from Saskatoon at 4. So now you're up to date. In our game, very closed after Ontario was forced to take the single in the first. We've had 2 straight blanks. And so here in the 4th, and once again, is Northern Ontario, Brad Jacobs, Sault Ste. Marie does have last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Come on, Fry. Yep, all the way back. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Okay.
Good. I think great call. Field guard, I think.
Or hit the one that's buried.
Oh yeah, that too.
No.
I think you want this.
Do you? Okay.
Just hack.
Yeah.
That's quite the words Richard said. Let's just hit the one that's buried. That's that easy now. Obviously the weight's got to be perfect here.
Little reset from Adam Spencer.
Not heavy. A little bit, Scott.
Green lights on the handle. Good
Whoa.
throw.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Close.
Whoa.
Weight's really good.
Rich.
Rich.
Hard, Rich.
Hard, Rich.
Hard, Rich. Hard, Rich. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Make sure of it. Oh boy. Beauty.
And
Just hit 3 without.
Things around, that's key.
So as we move ahead to this evening's coverage and draw 13, 7:30 Eastern Time, these are our featured games. Newfoundland Labrador are idle today at 6-1 against Quebec, who are on the ice. And you'll also have Manitoba against BC. Newfoundland Labrador 4-5, 1-3 for Manitoba and
Clean.
BC.
Clean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right.
Double. Okay.
Oh, they lost that. They weren't thinking. They were hoping it was going to curl. All I had to do is have EJ or Ryan in there and hold that straight and make that back double, Cheryl. No, they might be forced.
Kind of missed the call on it.
Wait's good.
Yep.
Rich.
Former Ontario junior champion back in the day, Adam Spencer.
Heavy. Whoa, Scott.
Played in Vernon.
Scott.
Canadian Championships there.
Whoa. Scott. Yeah, that was heat. Thanks.
I told you.
Yep.
The double and roll? I don't know what that does. Can we make the double and roll under?
Yeah, the back double roll behind the corner.
Yeah, I mean, you could just do that. I think just the hit and roll is fine.
Yeah. Just get it away from the center somehow. Let's go, H.
Smart call. Might get the back double at the same time.
It's good.
Clean. Clean.
Oh,
Whoa.
no, no,
Clean.
no.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ah!
Whoa. Whoa.
Fry.
Fry. Fry still.
And no roll.
Shot each.
But they'll make the double.
That's huge. You know, this could bring that blank back into play.
Another one.
Those are tracking.
Yeah. Control.
Right, just tracking.
Yeah, it's twice they've got caught. They're feeling like the Rocks aren't finishing like they have been.
Wait's good. Close.
Whoa. Adam, forward. Adam.
Less than Adam. Adam.
Really got to get this one.
Gotta go, Adam. You gotta go hard. 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 Go.
And rolling it away.
Okay.
Hit and roll behind, right?
Yeah.
2-1, Alberta leads Quebec. And again, two teams at 3 losses. Kathy, final stone on the way for Kevin Cooey, and he's looking at a lot of yellow.
Well, he is, but they looked around to see whether that triple was there to lie 3, and obviously they feel that it will jam on one of them, so he is just playing to get to the nose and take the single.
And that's what he'll get to take a 3-1 lead.
No.
Yeah,
No.
DJ.
Whoa. Heat.
Whoa.
Heat.
Ryan Fry.
Get under a hair.
Yeah, that'd be
Too much weight
Yeah.
to throw there.
Love to go there.
Yeah. Just board?
Yeah.
It's a little bit whiter out there. There's a little wee bit more frost than we noticed yesterday. Everything's under curling.
Did you hear Brad Jacobs say under his breath, we got to pick it up?
A little roll here, and that force is just about out
A little
the,
bit less.
or the blank's just about out the window.
No. Forward. No.
Close.
No. Adam a bit.
Just board. Wait's good.
Adam, come on, Adam, come on, get a little bit in there. Okay.
Was looking for a little roll under cover, got nothing.
Really straight, yeah.
If you could have got edge to edge, sorry, Russ, if you could have got edge to edge, the double might have been there, but then the roll under isn't there.
Right.
Soften
that weight up a bit.
Whoa. Ryan.
Hard, Ryan.
Really got to go, Pete.
Ryan Harden.
Not happy. Yeah, that's not hack weight either.
No, it was heavy.
Yeah. Said that.
Oh, that's so straight. Good sweep.
Same way as I guess now, if he rolls, he won't be shot.
Yeah, right on.
So just nose it.
Right on. Absolutely. Board, same as you.
Thinking nose?
Nose, yeah, and if he rolls, he won't be shot in the next
Oh, I like that.
You?
Yeah.
I was trying to. He was firm board, though, wasn't he? I won't be any more than that. You got it, Scott?
Yeah.
That's awareness. Hey, from Richard Hart.
Yes. Yeah, just hit this anywhere, really. Hang around.
Wait's nice.
Asking who's got the
Okay, whoa, Adam.
cleaner brush. And they said Scott would because he figured that he'd brush against the grain trying to hold the curl.
Perfect spot.
Great shot.
The other advantage with that is it's usable for Ontario if Northern Ontario decides to do anything aggressive.
I don't like the double.
Like the roll, soft roll double. This is going to shrink up your scoring area pretty good.
You're right.
Quarter rock.
I think we need like solid control.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, quarter with solid control.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go, T.
That looks like a pretty thin hit.
Oh, it is. It's crazy thin. I think they might just throw like a board weight hit and roll over, try to freeze to that red one, or at least be close to it. Brian had a nice point there. If Brad Jacobs plays the come around, Glenn makes that straight back raise, makes it good. He's in the edge of the 4-foot, and that makes Northern Ontario's last shot tougher. If this isn't made, at least his last shot's pretty makeable.
Exactly.
We mentioned this Northern Ontario team, no wins on the curling tour this year. They were ranked number 8.
Go!
But what turned it around for them, they had a meeting over the Christmas break, and they said, guys, we got to dial it up. And that first event, right after Christmas, was the All-Star Skins game in Banff, and they won that. They went on then to win the Northern Ontario's.
Just got it a bit too thick.
It was real thin, eh?
Yeah.
I thought we hit.
Should have had him on.
Pretty close.
What's that?
Yeah.
Almost couldn't hit it too
What did we hit? Yeah, like I thought we hit about a quarter.
I think it's maybe a couple feet slower than last game.
Nice force from Ontario here to
Last game? Yeah.
turn it around.
You're inside?
Where do you want it? Like,
Just bury it around the 8-foot.
Top 8.
Lots,
Whoa.
lots, Scott. Lots,
Room.
lots.
Easy, Scott.
Lots.
It's good.
Okay, whoa. Whoa. Top 8. Hard, gotta go line.
Head down.
Top 8.
Scott Howard
Go.
trying to wrap it around. Richard now out, and they won't get it there. Wow.
I wanted to go for weight.
Tons of weight. It just picked.
Picked on them.
Come on. What happened? Hey?
Yeah, it hit something.
It grabbed something.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Everybody's a little tight.
Yeah, the pressure of the moment. We said earlier, when this whole thing began, that there's going to be teams losing a lot more than they're used to. And a lot of these teams are in positions where the losses have come early, considering we still have tonight 3 draws tomorrow and 1 on Friday before it's over.
You just walk a tightrope of pressure. It's a lot of games.
Hard! Whoa! Are you kidding me?
Grabbed.
Yeah, I think the frost is coming into play here.
Bad luck.
I heard the ooh. Wipe of the brown. Forced to take 1.
We're here to win this week, and it's kind of the one thing that I'd like to achieve in my curling career, and we feel we have the team to do it. We feel we've been playing well enough to do it, and just need a few breaks and also to play at the level we're capable of playing.
We know how to handle the environment of the Brier. We know everything that's around the Brier. We know how to focus, and we really want to be here, so that's the main thing. It's easy for us to be on the ice, concentrate on what we're doing, and do our best.
Newfoundland Labrador against Quebec. They'll be on the ice later this evening. Here in a 1-1 tie as we play on a Wednesday afternoon, draw 12, here at the arena at the TD Place. Northern Ontario forced to take their single. Russ and Cheryl thinking maybe the frost is creeping in, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But here in the 5th, it will be Ontario that once again has last rock. Glenn Howard out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto with the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Okay, Pete.
Kathy, you saw this sheet this morning. Does it look the same or is it a little different?
It does. You know what? We did the Newfoundland Labrador versus Canada game this morning, and they were experiencing very similar things. You know, it would get out in the wings and it would just run like you see rocks on frost do, and really just take quick turns and stops. But in watching the other sheets, particularly this afternoon, I'm not seeing that anywhere else. So whether it's because it's the high side of the crowd, and it's a very big crowd this afternoon, and the humidity, it's damp in here. My papers are all sticking together, and I think that those things are playing in, and it's first hitting this outside sheet where there's the most people beside it.
Well, the rain has passed, but it is 9 degrees.
Okay.
And
Rich,
expect to get up to about 12 before it cools off.
I think Kathy's onto something there. That, you know, when it was everybody came in here with damp clothing, and the majority of the crowd, by quite a bit, is on that sheet D side.
Yeah.
So it would make sense to have more moisture on that side of this building.
Yeah, it's the uniqueness of the arena. So as you look at it, it seats 10,000. But as you go to the left, that's under the grandstand of the stadium where the Ottawa Red Blacks play. So the majority of fans are on that side. There's probably about maybe 10 rows on the opposite side under the grandstand.
Shot. Good throw.
And it's also an older building, opened in 1967. Undergone several renovations, including those boxes that you see up above there. They were added for the first couple of seasons of the Ottawa Senators when they played here before moving out to their new arena.
You don't like that? Or roll open.
What do you like? Roll over and then he freezes.
Freeze?
He does, yeah. If we roll buried, he'll freeze.
No, roll the E-foot.
No, the shot your dad is calling is
that.
the hit and roll buried, then I think he will freeze.
Yeah, that's a terrible call.
Right, that's what I'm saying too.
Okay, guys.
What about that? Hit roll
Okay,
there.
yep, go.
Board.
I assume he knows he's going to freeze.
Yeah. Weight's good. Got real hard. Whoa! Whoa! Scott! Go!
Yep.
Okay.
Very nice roll.
We rolled far enough.
That's pretty good, yeah.
It was good that we rolled that far.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, like, we got a hell of a time now. Look at this. He's just hitting the open one. If we'd rolled less.
Saskatchewan and Manitoba, Kathy, as they play in the fourth. And Saskatchewan is sitting the 2. That's what's facing Mike McEwen out of Winnipeg.
Well, Mike hit on his first one, tried to get the roll under, and when he wasn't able to, Steve replaced the stone, also not able to roll under, and so this is the force, needs to get to the nose because of that little biter on the outside.
You're on a first name basis. It's Mike and Steve.
Well, you know, when you're this close to the action down here, Victor, people let you call them by their first names.
Mike McEwen picks up the single against Steve Laycock. I'm a little farther away. Adam Spencer.
Scott! Hard! Hard! Gotta go real hard. You gotta go real hard.
Oh, and right through the hole.
Okay.
What turn do you like, Bry?
We saw my
It was one of those 2-in-1 shots that Adam was trying to play and open it up and maybe pick that one off the
That much short.
edge of the 12. So Ontario's in a pretty good position with the freeze. They just need to get that
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
other 12-foot stone out of there.
Got room. That was line. Got room. Halfway tight. Tight. Room. Line looks good. Line looks good. Room. Tight. Room. Whoa. Line's good. Line's good. Easy, Pete. No. Pete, clean it.
Really tight.
Pete.
Yep.
Yes. Pete. Hard.
Go.
Finish it. Okay.
And putting the guard back on.
A lot of pressure on those guards. They have to be perfect.
Good sweep, boys.
Still glides nice.
Try this angle run again.
Now there's something optimistic, as E.J. Harden says, still gliding nicely.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yep, whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And
Okay.
catches and jams, and will spill in to sit 1 and 2. Northern Ontario, but without Last Rock here in 5.
Yeah, I don't want to give them, like,
What do you like?
Guard.
Same thing?
hair less, eh?
Yep.
Yeah, not much.
Okay. Line looks about the same. Just for weight.
Higher. No,
Clean
weight's
it.
similar weight.
Clean.
Same weight, tight.
This one needs to stop.
Curling a little
We're really
more.
tight, almost in.
Line's good. Stay close.
Don't want to, almost in.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Good sweet.
Alberta leads by 2, both teams at 3 losses, and Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard has a chance to tie things up.
Well, he made a great shot on his first one, Vic. He made a cross-house double to lie 2, and they were very flat. And so the best that Kevin Cooey could do was try to roll towards and maybe freeze in front of it. But they are side by each, and so it is a nose hit for 2.
For the 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Scott. Whoa. Scott. Scott. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good. Nice
Well
shot.
done.
Beauty.
Perfect.
Leaves the guard on.
Pretty good.
Absolutely perfect.
And you know what's nice about it too, not overthrown, just enough.
Right.
Didn't have to throw it through the wall.
You didn't like what we were doing back there? I couldn't. You look grumpy.
Well, I didn't like when we hit Adam hit and roll buried like that. It
I
just
wasn't
created-
trying to get buried. I wanted to leave it open. I was
Trying to nose it.
I was trying to roll an inch.
I liked hitting the one on the butt and roll over. And
Well,
then
come on
both
down
of them
here.
are
I
open,
can't
yeah.
stand that when we don't. When we're.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You guys understand that?
I
right?
actually think where we rolled to wasn't half bad.
It was good. It's just we
If
had.
we rolled even less, I thought it might have even been worse
Yeah.
because then it was overlap. But anyway.
Working it out right away. Talking about it.
Smart. This is no picnic. It's just as easy to make this double as miss it and jam on that back Ontario stone and a 3 enders in play.
EJ.
Yep.
EJ.
Chip
EJ.
Jones.
EJ.
Brad
Ah! D.
Oh, he's jammed it. Shot rock, though, still is. Northern Ontario, that Yellowstone full in the 8.
This is half gone.
Yep.
He's probably playing the run double.
playing the run double.
Yeah, which that's the one we
Perfect.
want him to play. Roll an inch.
Just board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Scott in the outside.
Okay.
No, no, inside.
Yeah. I like that better too.
Yeah.
Are you trying to roll a rock or
Inch.
nose?
Inch. Just so it takes away.
Yeah.
Where are we trying to roll to?
Just roll in a little
like
bit.
half buried behind
Yeah,
our
exactly. He's gonna probably try the double. I just want to take the roll away.
Yeah.
No, it was like almost looks like a double jam. So
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Solid board.
Adam. Adam.
Glenn Howard, his first.
Hard. Hard.
Just trying to get a little roll edge to
All the way
edge.
hard. Harder. Go, 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 go.
He wanted to roll an inch.
Okay.
Maybe. So it was pretty much on the beak.
That might be good enough, though.
It's really tough.
Definitely get inside. Back line hack. Back line hack.
You take the risk,
Gotta
though.
watch. You got to double regardless, right?
You throw hack weight and you tick that top one, it's a draw for 3.
Pretty tough, eh? Not really. I think it's reasonably tough.
You got air with hack.
We know.
You got to get to 3/4 to make
Nose it. Worst case.
It's
What
just,
else?
We got to flirt with that
Okay,
front,
let's just
so
talk about this.
I'm just going to see it for myself.
There's
Where's the
about
one
this
running?
much. There's about this much.
Then what's...
It's control weight. Control weight, okay? Right there.
They're trying to get absolutely as close as they can. Otherwise, they're just going to sit right there and give up a deuce. But all they have to do is be a half an inch tight or a hair light, and they kick that red one over a couple feet like that, roll out, and Team Howard has a draw for 3.
And they can't do a lot with it once they get by that top red one. There's not a lot of time.
I was thinking weight might make more sense, because how much is going to curl anyways in
Right.
that 2-foot space, and then they get a little more kick.
There's no doubt the intensity has been ratcheted up. Everyone's nerves a little bit more on edge. EJ Harnden. Get close to that stone, top 8. Get close and underneath a little bit. No.
It was tough to do. There just wasn't a lot of room. I actually thought he'd go to the run double.
I did too.
Yeah, you were a little strong.
There was still there. He still had. He could have gotten closer.
They talked about the weight maybe being a little bit up, but you're just so scared as Russ said to ever tick it over.
Oh.
You're always going to protect a little bit on the outside.
Hack.
Yep. Final stone and looking at getting a couple.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep, yep, yep. Hard.
Scott Howard picks up his dad.
Harder.
Got to get it by that stone first. Oh, goodness. For 2. And how big is this in a game where he's trying to keep himself alive, avoid a 5th loss? Wow. Did you get it? Yeah.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
The brushes of the Northern Ontario champions, Brad Jacobs, but they trail to their southern neighbors, Ontario. Glenn Howard with the deuce to take the lead going to the break. Glenn is with Catherine.
Glenn, a nice deuce, really close to that top one. Is the ice changing a bit on you?
It's a little bit frosty in here, I guess, because of the rain outside. It's a little bit slower, swinging a little bit more. That spot was running pretty straight. Nobody could get it to curl, and then I took a little bit of weight off it, and the kid got that one by. It was pretty sweet.
Tell us about your strategy going in. It seems like a very conservative game. Was this to take Brad Jacobs' energy out of the game?
A little bit. I figured he'd get a little bit impatient. I know they're probably the best team in the world, and we had hammer, which was great. So we just kind of kept it simple. We got forced, and try not to do anything stupid, and hang in there, and good things will happen. Sure enough, so far.
We go back to yesterday. I know not probably your favorite Tuesday ever at the Brier. This is a different position for you to be in. Where's your mental frame at, being in the middle, clutching towards the top?
Yeah, you're right. We haven't been in this position very often, and it's do or die now, Kath. I really believe that 5 losses is probably going to put you out, so we have to win every game. So hopefully we played a great game today against PEI. We had a rough day yesterday, but you got to look behind. You can't worry about what happened behind you. Look forward, and I like what I've seen so far today.
Thanks, Glenn.
Thanks, Kath.
And really, when we take a look at the numbers after 5 as a team percentage, there's only a couple of points separating them. One has advantage on the hit side, the other one on the draw side. Both skips, Howard and Jacobs, are at 88%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years. Brad Jacobs is down by 2.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
Yeah, it is the home of Team Rachel Holman, the Ottawa Curling Club. Look at all the championship banners. You have to go back, of course, to those great days of Team Canada and John Morris in 98, 99 as he led a Canadian junior team to world titles that year. And of course, Jen Hanna this year representing Ontario. Rachel Holman, Canadian champion, that's her home club as well. And getting ready this week for their next stop on the tour that'll be played in Victoria in a couple of weeks. And the Ottawa Curling Club was kind enough last week when we arrived here in Ottawa to host the TSN crew. David Nedwin, Cheryl, both of them looking like they could still play. Well, our crew, well, you can count it up. Look at that. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nicely done. So our thanks to the Ottawa Curling Club. We had a wonderful time, and there is a lot of curling interest in this area, and in particular across also in the Gatineau region and Buckingham, Quebec, where so many of the Quebec champions have come from. And look at the crowd on hand here today for this 12th draw of the Tim Hortons Brier on a Wednesday afternoon. How big will that 2 be for Ontario? Felt like Shakespeare there. 2B as they lead 3-1, and here in 6 it'll be Northern Ontario that has last rock playing the Yellowstone. Wasn't it interesting what he said to Kathy, Glenn did, that he's trying to frustrate him just a little bit, take the steam out of him, just all that energy that Jacobs usually plays with. As we check in on Alberta and Quebec in a 3-3 tie, and here's a chance for Alberta to get a deuce on the board. Going after shot stone in the back of the 8. There's also a red rock at the back edge of the 8 that they can bring into play. Again, the note at this time of the week is the number of losses. And there it is for the deuce for Alberta to take the lead going to the break.
Whatever turn you see.
I like this turn.
Okay, yeah.
Make it, brother.
And you know, it's not uncommon, Cheryl. We talk about that quite often. You look at statistics, you look at the way the team's playing, but also you look personally at that other team, and you look at their weak links, and you look how they're put together, how their makeup is, and when you're playing Jacobs, you'd like to frustrate them because you know that sometimes, as this week we said, the team that survives is probably the team that doesn't come apart.
It is one of the things, you know, we always talk about, you track the team and how they're playing and all those things, but it's one of the things you can really look at with the team is what will frustrate them out in the ice. A lot of coaches these days will, especially teams that are just starting off playing competitively, will tell the players after they come off a game to track their intensity level. So between 1 and 10 and correlate that to how well they played. So maybe you play really well at a 9. That would be a Brad Jacobs. But Kevin Cooey plays really well at a 3, and you need to see when those games come up. And for Brad Jacobs, he knows what level he needs to be at, and this kind of takes him away from it.
That might not hang around.
Sit. 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 Come on.
I don't see any intensity out of these guys today.
No.
And, you know, 6-0. It's just easy to put it in neutral a little bit, and they're being out curled.
Okay.
All right, anybody got any advice here? It's not bad.
Like my first shot felt normal.
Okay. I think speed's good, eh?
And then my question as a coach to them would be, how do you create it amongst yourself when you can't feed off the game to get it? They're going to have to kind of fire each other up.
Little light.
No, I thought it was good, guys.
Room.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Room.
Scott. Whoa, whoa, Scott.
Looks like lots.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Back.
Whoa.
Weight's good. Weight's good. Yep. Weight's really good.
Back 4.
Looks hot. Look hot. Whoa,
No,
whoa.
it's good.
Line's
Really
good. Hot. Scott. Yes, Scott. Yes, Scott. I don't want to overlap. Go. Go.
Didn't want to cue this, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, we still got it.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we want to nose that with Peel. Try to get All these moving.
Might get all three of them here dead on.
Any worry of jamming at the back there?
Don't think so. You'd have to be pretty high side.
Whoa. Yes. Yep.
Ryan Fry.
Yep. Whoa, 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 no.
1-2, and he got all the movement. Now it can spin up and back. And it'll hang on to the edge, but Shot Rock belongs to Northern Ontario.
It opened something up for us. Throw it harder.
He's going to go around it. You like that?
Roll behind the corner.
Okay.
No.
All right, Joe, we don't want to stagger it.
Right. Yeah, took the words out of my mouth.
No.
There's no reason to do that. Just hit it dead on, sit 3.
Yeah, could you? Yeah, exactly. Sit right there.
Go here, Spencer.
If they can make the come around, you can make the come around, and if not, you play the run back. But if you hook them, you don't have any raises.
Solid.
Oh, close.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa. A little bit, Scott. Whoa, whoa. Good.
Shot. Around here.
Shot, Mitch.
Yep.
Well, that gentleman in the blue jacket is a familiar face to many. Graham McCarroll, the Brier World Champion, with Wayne Madaw
Lot to line.
back in 1998.
Right now.
Nice to see him here as he brought a busload of people from the Toronto area, from St. George's, to cheer on the Ontario team. And he's a director of curling at the St. George's Club.
Really getting caught in the weight in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's too deep.
See as Richard sweeps, you can see the frost on that path to that yellow rock.
Fine draw weight one day. Sorry, Pete.
I always used to find that you see the frost. Visibly it's there, and you start thinking it's going to get sticky here. And it takes a long time for that frost of white to build up to get above the actual pebble.
So it isn't any heavier, and you tend to throw it that way.
Yeah? Yeah, like my first draw, like in this end.
I got to give it a bit, I think, guys.
You're right on that frost line.
Oh, you know the exact same draw in fourth end's pretty close to that. On the crush the guard, same weight.
So Wayne, of course, former
Thought it was a pound heavy, yeah.
Canadian world champion. And there you see Richard Hart's son, Joey, is here as their 5th player. Team has gone through a lot to win that provincial as they did without Madaw.
Yep. Line's good, yep.
Keep it warm.
Weight's good.
But struggling to stay alive in the round robin now, sitting at 4 losses.
Weight's really good.
Whoa, Adam. Adam. Adam.
A little heavy, a little heavy.
Hard, Adam. Okay, whoa.
We'll go deep.
Sorry, that slid pretty well.
I know. It slid really good.
Speed's good then.
It might have been better to throw that through as to put it there.
Yeah, we want to be, I don't know if.
We want to try and, I think this turn, out turn. Yeah. You want to try and get dead square.
Dead square and just
behind the button here.
Just touching. Yeah, I agree. If it comes to it, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, but he's not
through
gonna...
that pretty good right here.
Okay, I
like
that
the
ice.
same ice.
Let's go.
Looks like it's still normal in most spots, the speed.
That slid pretty good.
Yep.
They need to get this right to nose, frozen in line with it because of that run, that short run that Glenn will have.
Just good.
If it's off an angle one way or the other, it makes it pretty easy.
We want to stop about 6 inches or a foot short of it, I think. But if it's to it, that's fine.
We said that we didn't have to go that much, that hard.
Hold on to.
Whoa.
Just wide.
Through.
Brad
Yeah, tons
Jacobs
of weight.
had his
Back
first.
line.
And look at the Brush brothers have backed right off.
Ryan, hit it. Hit it, Ryan, hard. Hard, Ryan. Okay.
Saved it with the brushing.
Just keeping you updated, they've had back-to-back blanks in 4 and 5, so it remains 2-1 for New Brunswick ahead of Team Canada.
Really difficult.
Both those teams at 4 losses coming in.
Like I could actually.
And Saskatchewan picked up 1, so they're into the 6th now, and it's Manitoba leading there. Mike McEwen ahead of Steve Laycock.
I think it's just normal.
Ward.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Ward.
You got it, Scott? Get ready, both of you, eh?
You got lots.
Whoa, whoa.
Adam. Heavy.
Adam.
Hard, Adam. Whoa. Hard.
Keep going.
Get it in there.
And he gets the roll inside. And there they are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is what's facing Northern Ontario with their last.
I don't think the speed's any different here.
Well, and it kind of forces Brad to the other turn. You could still play the out, but this gives you more forefoot this way.
If he had that same draw, he really sprung that one. Yeah. If he ever threw it soft and lighter, it takes that curl. He knows that one. He doesn't go back now too. This is almost easier for him than that other turn.
3 heavy draws, way heavy draws for Northern Ont here, and it's just visibly they assume it's slower, but it's fine.
Heavy right now.
Line's good.
Heavy right now, I think.
Just lie.
It's difficult not to believe what your eyes see.
We have backing or no?
They see some frost.
No backing.
They think they may need a little extra weight. Against 5. And by that much.
Just in the nick of time.
You betcha. The World Junior Championships continue. They're playing it in Tornbu, which is a part of the greater Copenhagen area, in the Tornbu Curling Club. And Matt Dunstone, nice bounce back for him as he picks up a couple of wins after losing 2 in a row. So he's 4 and 2, and while on a roll from Chester, Nova Scotia, Mary Fay wins over the U.S. So that's 6 straight for the Canadian Women's Junior Champion. Northern Ontario facing 5. Draw the back button and pick up their single. Ontario leads it. Glenn Howard out of the St. George's Golf and Country Club in Toronto. And they will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 7 playing the Redstone.
It's not curling like that. DJ.
It's heavy.
Curling now. No, let it. Just stay with it anyways. It's really frosty out here. This DJ. No.
They're talking about the frost, but nothing's dying. Everything's been heavy here for Northern Ontario. Glenn's played on this type of surface for 20 years way back when, so it's slight advantage here.
Yeah, it's hard for teams. Maybe they get so comfortable with the perfect ice. The veteran team adjusts to it, and then
Rich.
Back 4.
Whoa.
Still real heavy, eh?
Take it back.
Way back. Yes, go, Rich.
That's lightning.
Go. I wouldn't say it's lightning, but.
Okay.
To the back edge of the 4, Scott Howard.
Where is that? Right out here?
Back 4.
A little light, no?
Clean line's good. Yep. Rub. Stay close, though. Stay close, Fry. Well, rub.
Bump, little bump.
It's pretty good.
Whoa, Fry up. Whoa.
We're there.
Fry up. Hard line.
Sit. Shot each.
I never die, eh?
Yeah, it's
over curled.
Yeah, they're noticing it grinding to a halt as well.
Might get a better angle.
Straight peel.
Yeah.
You don't have to juggle anymore to find the best in streaming TV all in one place. Crave TV, now available to everybody. Start your 1-month trial.
Say what?
I just took a hog-to-hog time on that last draw. 14-3 that stopped back 4, and we were getting upwards of 15,
Over 15, yeah.
with no sweeping.
Just over 8. Line looks good.
Pretty
Maybe
tight.
over curl.
Pretty
like
tight.
to it.
It's got to hit this sledge.
Just let it die.
Sit. Junk.
They just wanted that just over the hog line.
I think so, eh? Could get ugly here, but make these two go.
Seems what's happening is, you know, it's not enough difference to have to throw the rock any differently. You just need your sweepers to jump on it a little quicker. But players are throwing a little bit more weight, and that's not helping.
Rich!
Adam Spencer.
Real hard. Real hard. Hard, Rich! Whoa, 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 whoa,
Richard
whoa,
Hart
whoa, whoa.
staying with it. 1,
that's
2,
fine.
and
That works.
opens up everything. Leaves the shooter though out there covering the 8-foot.
Center guard? Yeah.
Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan trying to stay at that 4 losses, and they are sitting 2 top and back edge of the 4.
Well, Steve Laycock rolling towards the center line, set up the potential double for Mike McEwen here for the 3.
Line looks good, boys.
McEwen and the Manitoba champions out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg.
Whoa! Whoa! Yes! Yes! Yep!
1, 2, and he stuffed it. It looks like he did. He jammed it, so it'll be a steal of 1 for Saskatchewan.
Sorry, guys. No, let's stop. Let's stop.
Again, if you believe what Glenn Howard said to Kathy, he thinks 5 losses is too many.
Where? No.
It's all important for Laycock there to
You hate hit and roll.
stay at 4.
The hit and roll doesn't do.
No, I don't hate that.
It,
Just gets more red.
like you got a paper pie, but it is there. Like it's ugly if I tick the red though, right?
Yeah. Let's just go play the hit and roll and get some reds in the house. I don't mind either one. You got tons of time.
Go down.
Remember earlier, Glenn Howard said to
They're both there. It's just how much risk do you want to
Richard,
take
come on down.
It's
when you
really
wanna talk
awful.
about it.
If I go for it and you tick the red, it's terrible.
Yeah,
And it's really ugly if I.
Well, New
if
Brunswick
I hit it
is
right
sitting
on.
the shot stone on the lid.
It probably doesn't.
Now, is there enough room here for Mike Kennedy to chip it off the face, or what's his play?
It's tough. I think you have to almost come in, settle in. That shot stone is Mike's first. Made a lovely come around freeze. Pat Simmons came down on top of it on his final stone, not shot, but that scoring zone is very, very tiny.
Top button.
If you can get
Mine's
right
okay.
beside his other stone,
Mine's getting tight.
New Brunswick champions from Grand Falls.
Hard!
Jamie Brannon, Mark Lecoq are the front end. And roll off, no. So it'll be the 1 for New Brunswick. Again, both those teams at 4 losses.
You do like that? Okay.
And if you hang over here, fine.
Okay.
How much weight?
Peel.
Okay.
Taking a run at it, Russ?
I don't think so, because I just heard Glenn say if we, or maybe they are, and the alternate shot is to hit and stay on the corner there, but.
Something, right?
Yep.
They talked about just the straight hit and roll on that
Yeah,
12-foot yellow.
that's pretty good too.
Whoa.
back.
Nice shot. Beauty. Nice shot.
Real nice.
Opens it up.
Good job, boys.
boy.
That's good.
Really nice. Unlocks the back one.
Alberta, Quebec 5-3. Alberta leads. Final stone on the way, Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, he sat on the hack and he came back down. The initial call was to play the double and try to roll out as well, but I think he's choosing to make the nose hit just to ensure they did not give up another point.
Both those teams at 3 losses, so a little bit of wiggle room for both of them.
Line's good right here, boys. EJ still. Yep. Yep, if you can, EJ.
Northern Ontario's kind of worked themselves into a little bit of a dangerous situation here.
Whoa, over curling. Whoa.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Still so many round robin draws to go. There you see the 3 leaders, Northern Ontario, Newfoundland, Labrador, and Manitoba. Now they've started to bunch at 3, 4. Is 5. Does 5 get you anything? Remember what Brad Jacobs said to us? He said it's a race to 7 wins. If you get to 7, you're going to get something. So that would mean 7 and 4 as a final result.
Hart!
Richard Hart.
Hart! 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 Hart!
Wow.
Nice shot.
Great shot. Hey, give credit to Scott Howard on the brush for holding that up because they feathered that top guard.
Scotty really has gone to work and mastered this brushing technique, and
I think you left me enough.
they put a lot of faith in his ability to hold those.
I guess he can go over there.
That was the concern with Northern Ontario, just guarding that one lonely yellow.
Exactly. They're only 1 down here. They're not down 5, and they could be out of this game 4 shots from now.
Yep. Speed is still good. Okay.
So trying to plant the information. The speed is still good as Brad Jacobs gets ready to throw, despite what he might see has a lot of white ice, thinking that it's frost. It hasn't come up to the top of the pebble yet.
This is a small port. Being a negative port like that, the big curl makes that 3-foot port feel like a 1-foot port.
Just line.
You almost have to overbury this, Cheryl, or there's going to be a short run.
Whoa!
And the way you throw it with a lot of rotation to hold the line, it can slide a lot further too.
EJ!
Ryan Fry calling on EJ Harnden.
You're by.
And by he is, and by they are.
Back 8.
And oh boy.
Great shot, Brad.
And it'll stop before they say bye-bye. As it stops at the back of the 8.
That is a good shot, though.
Great shot.
Good call. The run's not really there.
I can throw it a little heavy and carve it at the end.
What are you guys thinking?
You saw that.
Here.
Great positioning there for Northern Ontario. If they put it here, which is what you're kind of trained to do, then Glenn's got this. So by getting it way back there, you can't quite make that angle. It's going to go that way.
Well, no, he may. Well, sorry. If we're shot, awesome. He's got to hit it.
Oh, yeah, he's got to hit it, yeah.
If we're not shot, he probably goes there.
It's not bad. You guys like that?
The problem is to tap it for shot, you're going to cover the red.
I can get to here, too.
Can you make this tap?
It's there. It's tough, though.
It is there.
If you're a little tight, you stick that. And besides, it doesn't help you. You stick it, then he just locks it on.
Probably. Maybe go here.
Okay, just the big end's gone.
Well, we can. I don't mind tapping that if you want to. Give it a go. Let's do that then.
I don't know.
Let's tap that in. In behind there.
This shot, just tapping it, opening that run back up, put some pressure on Northern Ontario.
Almost hack.
You're tapping it at the tee? Yeah, a little less than that.
You want the 1 or the 2? You've been drawn with the 2.
Keep me 2 then.
Kick the red one in, hopefully behind the corner guard. Opens up the back one.
I'm going to give it a bit.
Okay.
Oh, do you want him to have the
Rich was kind of giving up on the big end, but Glenn still sees it with this.
Back 12, through! Through!
Yep.
Chest
Whoa.
through. Whoa. Through. Yep. Through. Okay, yep. Whoa. Whoa. Through. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yes.
Oh, but just moved on them there. Just moved on them. And just through it goes. So they had the weight down, but that was obvious how that stone just grabbed and went.
Did.
Look at that frost line, the one that Brad Jacobs just brushed, that Ontario rock. Look at that white line.
Yeah, but if he does that, noses, it could be steal it too. I don't think we have any other choice, man. What else are you thinking? Like over there?
So as you take a look at the pebble.
Try to get a deuce and 8, we're in a good spot. Right?
That's a brilliant shot of it there, and you know, you can see it, but it doesn't hurt you as bad as it looks. But at some point in time, it can.
Creeps up to the top.
If we set something up, it's a ball game. Huh?
What?
It's our goal.
A steal would be great, but I just don't know if a steal is on the table.
Steal's on the table if we go right. Like right. What if we go right here? That's probably the call, eh?
Yeah.
Like right there, and if it overcurls, it overcurls.
But the thing is, you don't want to just overcurl and give them a double.
A double. Yeah, we got to be.
It's got to be here.
Well, I think this is the call to steal.
You want to be buried, no?
Well, that's edge on edge. You'd have to hit and roll.
Well, this,
I personally think that's the call.
right here, bite the 4.
Buried.
Well, it's tough to be buried. Yeah, here is
But
buried.
but the thing is, what does he play?
He may have a thin one, huh?
But if it's buried,
Yeah.
if you're here, right?
Buried frames a double, I think, with like board weight.
You're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss the rock. If you're biting 4.
If we're right there, yeah. So biting 4
and this
buried.
is no gimme. He'd have to maybe tap or no. He play hack and nose the back one.
I think that's exactly just bite, like pretty
We're
much
just
right
sweeping
there.
for there. That's not going to be buried. Like buried is here.
Yeah, I think we just try to be precise, but
right here.
Make sure we get a 4. Try to get a 4 center.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
A couple spots you could go. This would give Glenn a run double. If he ever makes, he scores 2 or 3. So this is the smarter move around the longer guard.
Yeah.
Even over buried here wouldn't be too bad. I'm not sure Glenn would take on the thin double.
They would have got
Your
there.
guards would have got there,
Yeah.
right? That's this.
Okay, that looks maxed. There, I like that. Let's go, T.
Well, he's kind of tracked. I think
It's
that's
hard to follow him though.
like if you're just hack, yeah, but I'm afraid
can't draw
it's
to
going
the
to
right
run
field.
for a little bit.
Yeah?
That's all. I am a little bit. Just everything's running just a hair with the frost too early, and then once it grabs, it'll go. But are you? I don't know. Or I could be wrong. Are you seeing that a little bit of rocks running?
They're not busting.
No.
Good discussion about what they're seeing, if they're both seeing the same thing.
They said they would love to steal if they could. They think they've got the spot
Just
figured
fly
out.
off then.
Tuck it around the corner guard. Just sit biting the edge of the floor.
No curl.
We're heavy.
To this then?
Whoa. Pete, stay close. It's not bad.
Hard.
I don't know, man.
Whoa.
Not there.
Hard. Even.
Yep,
Okay,
yep,
even
yep.
then. I don't.
Yep.
And taking it back, trying to even it up and not leave the double.
Okay, good sweep.
Kind of gave up on the communication a little bit. They knew it was heavy, but what does that mean? How heavy?
They almost left a pretty simple high double.
I think they did.
Is it still there?
Okay, so draw for 1, or do you want to hit?
Might be overburied enough. You can't throw some speed at it to kick it.
Less than half.
You want to tap that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay,
just
just-
back line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. You're
Like
right,
that?
Cheryl. It did bury enough that the board weight double's not there.
Too risky, so just follow him down.
It's just deep enough too, like a foot higher.
So you want
You on
to?
that side.
They just were
Back line?
sharp enough to collect their thoughts and brush it at the last second.
Barely.
Good force from Northern Ont. Played a good end.
It was a pretty key shot with Brad's first to be
I
able to
don't know,
get that
Glenn.
in-turn back 4.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You got the
Not
card.
heavy.
Final stone.
Whoa!
not heavy.
Line's good, yep. Scott, yeah.
So now watch this.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Small tap, small tap.
Whoa. Back through.
Wow,
Yep.
that's
Yes.
interesting. They started with not heavy, and now they're talking about tap through.
Go.
Can't roll off, and they'll sit right there. So the ice and the conditions even causing some problems for the front end, and judgment. In a game now where the ice becomes a part of the story, this is a terrific shot. It's also a shot that leads to a force, and Northern Ontario gets the hammer back.
It is, and what was amazing, you see how tight that port was? It's the technique, the release that he had to throw a little bit back with rotation to get through the hole and make sure he had the right weight. It's tough to do.
The key shot is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. You won't miss a thing with Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage. Ontario forced to the single, so Northern Ontario and the team from Sault Ste. Marie will have Lost Rock here in the 8th. Down by a couple, 4-2. Glenn Howard leads it.
Well, Glenn's team pretty happy with the look of this game so far. They came in, and I looked at their numbers, allowing 6 points a game to the opposition, and they've held Jacob's team here to 2. So a lot of good shot making and a lot of success.
We're in. Play it. We're in, Brad.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, right here. Yep, yeah, for sure. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fry. Come on, Fry. Keep going. Keep going. Go. Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
Shot.
Where do you want the broom? Where do you want the broom? You want
Bill.
me to have it? Oh, wait.
Whatever.
Oh, obviously, hit the one in the house. Or you don't like that? What do you like?
Peel's probably good right now.
Okay.
We can peel. That's fine.
It's a super high guard, guys.
Do you want to play? Yeah, let's play it that way.
Discussion was to go around and get that buried rock because this guard's so long. It's Northern Ontario. Once this guard's taken off, they'll probably put a better guard on.
Rich, please. Rich. Good. Good throw. I got it, bro.
Did Adam wave you off? Or
Another update for you, Manitoba and Saskatchewan. And Saskatchewan scratching, clawing at 4 losses against Manitoba. Final stone, Mike McEwen.
And more pressure for Mike McEwen in this end. Drawing against 2. Steve Laycock came through and tapped a stone back to lie that 2. Needs to get to the 4-foot.
Line's good. Line's fine. Right. Gotta go.
Line's fine, guys. Put it on the tee. Line's fine.
Gotta go. Yeah? They'll fry. It'll fudge.
Whoa.
It'll fudge.
Whoa.
Good job.
Very nice.
You bet.
Ooh, that's scary
Back
draw.
button for the single. 5-3, they lead it.
Well, they put the guard on tighter, but therefore curl too much, and it's virtually open here.
Okay, wait. That's a ton of ice. Hang on a sec. That looks like a lot of ice. Okay, I've thrown this shot. It is not going nuts here.
Give me a hair less.
You guys would know.
Yeah, I've thrown it. Yeah, throw hack right there. Gomer can hold it, okay? Nice hack weight.
Same speed, though?
Yeah, speed's good. Yeah, a positive hack. Okay, post Gomer.
Weight's good.
Spencer saying it's a thrill for him after having played on 5 different teams in provincials and never breaking through, getting this opportunity.
Weight's good. Whoa.
But it's made it difficult for Ontario and
You got lots of weight.
Glenn Howard.
Whoa. Wait, Scotty's got to get
Yep, roll it.
And rolling it away from the
Great throw.
corner.
Shot.
Spencer usually a back-end player.
It really takes its time, eh? Yeah. It's not a swingy spot.
Alberta, Quebec, they blanked in the 7th. So 5-4, Alberta continues to lead there.
Fry.
Well, to that point, Vic, you talk about Northern Ontario, said how frustrated they were with communication in the sweeping earlier this year with the directional. Now you put a team together that hasn't had a lot of time to get that and understand it as a front end with Adam Spencer. So that just adds a little bit of frustration to an already tense situation when you can't afford any losses.
Exactly. They finally made one here, Northern Ott, through 2 through the rings in a spot 2 ends ago. Got the guard in a good spot, made the cover run.
Okay.
Pretty short run. Might give that a go.
New Brunswick leading by 2 over Team Canada, and quiet tap to get a deuce.
Yeah, and it's funny because from the look of this, it does almost appear that Team Canada is shot. They went back and forth a couple of times when Mike Kennedy rolled to the wings. So I guess better safe than sorry. So they're playing a hit for 2.
Very nice. But the shooter stays out in front, covering the edge of the 8 as we watch Pat Simmons in his last.
Clean, clean, clean. Yep, yep. Clean, clean. Got room.
To tie.
Just the weight, lots of line.
2 teams at 4 losses.
No line right now, 0. Just wait if you can.
Run.
Pete, you're going to have to finish that. Yep, right back.
Go, Ryan, it's going.
Line's good now. Line's good.
Go, go,
yep,
go,
yep,
go,
yep,
go,
yep,
go.
yep, yep.
Keep going.
Whoa, 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 no. No, no, no. Oh, he's coming out the other side.
It's all right. I don't want him to just put up. What do you see?
Same, I guess.
It's a red one you're running in now for Richard. It's a little longer, but it's nice that it's their color. Don't have to worry about a jam.
Yeah, firm. Yeah. You got it, eh, Gomer?
Yeah. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Adam. 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 Adam.
Adam Spencer run it back and just by, and then that shooter rolls over and now covers shot block. Top of the 4.
Sneaky little miss.
Good throw. Yeah. Not too bad.
Great would be good.
If you could ever freeze on the intern side,
Tough to be
Cheryl,
shot, but we'll try.
because you could cue this up so both yellows will disappear, but you probably can't go out with that much frost out by the boards and play the intern.
Be a pretty big guess on weight and ice.
Got room, lots of line. That's more. Clean.
Remember, we saw Mike
Clean.
McEwen's team test it
Room.
last night when their game was out of hand, and they felt it came down about 10 feet.
Yeah, good point.
Line's close. Whoa, whoa, yep. Room,
Trying
yep.
to bank that in
Yep.
the memory
Hard
banks
line,
for
hard line,
further
hard line, hard line,
games
hard
down the
line.
road.
Hard line, hard line, hard
Hard
line.
line.
Keep going, keep going, keep
Go.
going, keep
Ryan
going.
Fry.
Yep, yep, yep,
What a
yep.
carry. What a brush. Look at that.
Shot.
I don't think so.
No.
It's still Ontario.
It's totally buried, too.
The red's open a little bit, though.
If you throw Peel, you could lie, too, if that helps. He freezes again, but still.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, yeah, you could. Sure,
Or do you play a roll to there to save that? But the problem is that won't help you. This one counts as shooter counts.
I know.
So it doesn't. I think you try to roll and lie too.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
I
sure.
like it.
So you got to roll out. No matter what we do, he's freezing though.
Yeah, then we guard. He has to tap.
And we guard, and he's probably got the pick for 2. Anyway, I think we got to.
I like that.
Yeah, I think we got to
turn.
Yeah.
Same as yours.
Okay. Throwing firm.
Yeah, Peel.
Peel.
Yeah, you need Peel weight to hit this yellow one so thick to get the right angle to catch most of that 4-foot.
Give you the 2.
Well, I've been drawing with 2.
Glenn.
No,
Where do you want us?
Yeah, I've been driving with 2, haven't I?
Glenn.
Yeah, yeah. Hey?
Glenn. You can't get shot.
No.
No. Play it anyway.
Okay. Scott on the inside.
What turn are you throwing? In turn, out turn?
Out turn.
Oh, okay. Out turn. Firm. Just firm.
Just firm.
Yep. Firm. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Yes. 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 Shot. Okay.
Boy, that's really Can you see enough to make the double?
Shot, buddy.
Not bad.
We're not right behind the sheet, so it's hard to see if he can.
I'd love to be able to do that, Each.
Wow.
You probably got.
Well, if we're
than an
catching
inch.
curl with back 4.
Yeah.
And we carve it.
I think it's worth a try. Like this is open for us right now, so even if we freeze.
Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah.
You know what? Even if we
Timeout
do
being
freeze,
called by Northern
Even if we
Ontario.
freeze, you
you
should
gotta
have.
be careful. What
Like
you
if you
got.
freeze right,
Yeah, we have 2 shots then. He's got to take away this.
and then
might
we've
have the
got,
quick
then we got the double.
Even if once you
He'll
get the
probably
line,
have to-
even if you
he'll
tap that
probably
to
have to
here,
come
then there's such an
He'll have
easy
to
red double later.
And you know what? Not
Yeah,
You
they're
gotta
kind
put
of
it on
giving
a dime.
themselves 2 ways.
Mhm,
like
right.
We're thinking if you can see a bit of that yellow, just try and push it back to like back 4 weight. If you line them all up,
Yeah.
it's a good opportunity.
I agree.
We're just throwing back 4.
Yeah, just trying to push it
think
back.
we're
Try to
more.
at least lay shot.
I think
Yeah.
we throw in T-line weight and
And
then we
sweep
sweep it.
Yeah.
Brian Fry just threw it,
T-line
and you
weight's
just have
good
to
enough
brush
to
it
get
maybe a foot.
So let's talk
Heavy
about.
T-line draw.
Okay. So let's talk about how to make this shot. Fry threw that good. I had him here. You're probably somewhere around here, Fry. So
I think yours will hold straighter than mine will. I'm not throwing it very good right
like
now.
I'm thinking,
Honest.
I'm thinking like T-line, like around here with some sweeping.
It looks a hair tight to me, but
A lot tighter
Edge
than
of
where
four?
Ryan
because
was.
I think we want it. I like that. Let's just go hair inside edge. All right.
And trust the speed here.
Because the freeze is still okay, right?
Yep,
Plan
right.
B.
Yeah, freeze isn't bad, is it?
You still have that in-turn, you make the freeze, and you still have the in-turn double.
Well, this is surprising as we check the skip numbers. How often do you see that? He's only thrown 3 draws, but 42% for Glenn Howard, so he's off his game. Once again into the 90s for Brad Jacobs, but of course trailing on the scoreboard. Ontario leads it 4-2. Player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella. It's a great opportunity here for Northern Ontario with Last Rock as we play at 8.
Go a good way. Yep.
Real team shot here.
Whoa. Yep. Rope.
Where is it?
Rope. T. Top
Go, go,
4.
go.
Yep. Yep.
Now they
Yep.
got him. The Brush brothers have picked him up.
Ryan now. Ryan now. Ryan, go.
They said they could do this with all that brushing.
Keep going. Keep
All the
going,
way
keep going.
down. Now, can they move it
Great
far enough?
shot,
Yes,
Brad.
they will. They'll be shot stone.
Oh, perfect.
Oh boy.
We got shot rock.
Yeah. And open that double up.
Pretty good.
Real good.
They both go, don't they? Oh, they're both not going.
They do go, yeah.
You think they're really
Yeah,
gonna
they
go?
both go if you hit it perfect.
They go.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else.
Straight
Well, there's
back.
other options. You could try to
That goes
give
there.
them 2 somehow.
This one hits here, but it will
Yeah,
be
hitting this
spinning, and once it starts to spin with a lot of weight, they might be able to
you
kick
could
that out
still,
of there.
Like if you hit it onto there, it double jams probably doesn't. That might still go off. Peel?
I don't see anything else. Feel. Out turn. Hi, you see anything else?
Hair on my side, eh?
No.
Whisker.
I got it.
The danger here, Cheryl, let's see, you run this red one back, you hit it at maybe
Out turn,
130 instead of 12. You tick that one that Brad just threw, and I think both yellows will drag and stay.
On that T-line red.
But if you nose it, they'll drag and maybe both go out. And so we're only talking about an inch.
Yep. Whoa.
Final stone for Ontario. Glenn Howard. Scott Howard staying with it. Run it back. He's going to get one to go maybe. Will he get 2? Oh boy. Oh boy. And now it's set up for 3.
Let's try.
You feel comfortable with that?
Try.
Backed it up, eh?
Just backed it up a hair with the brushes.
I
When
like
you're,
there with control.
you're trying to be that accurate.
Nothing too soft here, Brad.
Absolutely perfect. Oh my God.
Well, no, the one rock doesn't go anywhere, right?
Oh no, we almost missed it, Rich. We almost missed the top one. We hit this much of the top one, eh? He just backed it up too much.
Go, Brad.
You
Good
live
throw.
by the sword, you die by the sword, don't you, with these brooms? They save just about everything, but they can ruin just about everything.
How many times we've seen it?
Well played, and Northern Ontario 2 ends ago couldn't find the paint. Now they made 2 perfect come around angle freezes to set this up. Big shot is a huge point.
Heavy!
Final Stone looking to score 3.
EJ!
EJ Harnden.
Good.
Clean.
Great shot.
Clean it in. Great shot. Great 3. And for the first time in the game, Northern Ontario takes the lead.
You like your pair here, eh?
Real good. That was pre-sand, though.
Yeah, true. Hopefully the ice is just as fast, too.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look at the juggler dude coming down here.
It's good, eh?
Yeah.
I think he throws a pretty soft handle, though. It's an awful lot of ice. I doubt he'll get all the way out to that.
I'd say he's inside edge of the 8.
Yeah.
And to me, I don't know, you let me know, but it looks slower to me than it was in the draw.
Speed.
Well, it seems like it's changing, though, because I thought
What I think happens, Glenn, is if a spot gets left for 10 minutes, it frosts up and it's slow.
Heavy right now, I think.
Just live.
Good.
Thought it was going deep.
Yeah, ground in pretty good for him. Threw at the anchor.
First time in the game, Brad Jacobs has the lead after putting that 3 on the board. As he tries to extend it now to 7 straight wins, something we have seen before, of course. Go back to that trials run where he went undefeated. Can he do it here in what they're saying is the best Brier field ever? Who would have thought he could go undefeated at those trials? But that first stone of his, that quiet tap, that's the way they drew it up, and that's the way they threw it.
That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
So here in the 9th, it is Team Ontario and Glenn Howard that do have last rock playing the Redstones.
No. Sit.
Shot.
He just had me on it.
Wow, they throw it that hard because they want to keep that yellow in play.
Yeah. Worked.
Good luck to you. Good luck. Thank you.
And Alberta continues to roll along as they pick up a win over Quebec. Make the final 9-4. So Quebec suffers a 4th loss. They go to 3-4. It is now 6-3 for Alberta.
Whoa. No, weight's really good.
Looks heavy.
Looks heavy.
So 1 game away from that magic number 7
Whoa.
that teams are talking about. If you can get to 7 wins,
Scott. Heavy.
Skips think that will get you something.
Normal.
Team Ontario, you can see what they're up to. They're not putting anything in play. They're waiting for a hit and roll out. They'll run up as fast as they can, peel that guard, blank the end, and try to get 2 coming home. So EJ really wants to hang around here.
Whoa, Brier, whoa. Keep. Yep.
Shot.
That was close.
Well, could they be any more even? They're both at 4 losses, and they're tied at 3, playing 8. New Brunswick, Team Canada, and Team Canada sitting 2 back edge of the 8.
Well, for Mike Kennedy, he stuffed a double on his first one, and then Pat just picked it out to leave those 2. So this is the force. Needs full 8-foot for the single.
As the crowd responds to the Team Quebec, Jean-Michel Menard, leaving the ice after his 9-4 loss to Alberta.
Fine. No, you don't need backing.
Team from Grand Falls,
Snowbank.
And the single they get to take a 4-3 lead. And now the applause for the Team Alberta as they leave the ice here at the arena at TD Place.
Or no.
Adam Spencer just made a really nice freeze.
What?
Going to be
Pick
tough
it,
not to
corner
get them
rock.
all.
Yeah, try. Let's go. Let's make that.
In that discussion, Ryan Fry, I mean, he got a little chuckle from the front end. I'm not throwing it very well right now.
No, EJ! EJ!
As he picks it off the face. Do you see anything in his throwing, Russ, that would indicate that?
No, I haven't noticed anything. Once in a while, he'll soften that out turn with the soft shots, the hack waiters, the draws. He might not feel quite underneath stable, coming out because I haven't seen any differences at all. He's had pretty good numbers all week. 92 for the week. I'd love to struggle like that.
Pretty close to the same.
Hair tighter.
Might be there.
Yes, Adam. Yes. For line.
Sometimes it's a feel thing, isn't it? You might still be making shots, but you just don't, the rock wasn't quite underneath your nose on the way out, or you drifted a hair with your body. You're making an adjustment, but you don't feel comfortable.
Adam,
Timing can be a little bit off.
Small bump.
Small bump. Adam.
Small bump.
Adam.
Small bump.
Adam. Right to it. Keep going, Adam. We gotta go. Good.
Oh, they can't pick that one.
I'm not
Very
rushing
nice.
this. We have like tons of time. Come here.
Manitoba sitting 1 and 2. Final stone. Is there a double there to bring that back edge one? I just saw that.
There is, indeed.
Ah.
Mike Hidden rolled out to the wing, and
Whoa,
Steve started lining it up right away. So if he gets the right angle, it is for 2.
Hard! Yes! Hard!
Colton Clash 1. Oh, and that's a bad break as he just ran it back and jammed it the back. Has to take his single. Manitoba will have last rock in 9.
How many games has Saskatchewan had like that where they just don't get that extra break, that one extra point they need? Couple choices here. You can nose it with Peel and hope you squirt it out the left-hand side, or you can just plain nose it. But you need to be shot rock. They soften the weight, so they're just playing for the straight nose.
Whoa,
Try and get a force that way.
Yep, whoa, Pete.
Ryan!
Pete.
Hard, Ryan!
Whoa, yeah.
Please.
No.
Very nice.
And their shot stone.
That's from the guy that's not throwing it well.
Right.
Nose is better.
Good call, T.
Or nose
He
it.
thinks we can hang it around.
Either nose it or tap
What about
it.
call?
Yeah, that's what
Might make him throw back. He blasts everything, right?
So just tap it a foot. Okay.
Stay on the inside a little bit.
Yeah. Exact same throw. I think you can make it.
And we watched him most of the way.
Yeah, So he's taking less ice. Is that what you guys want?
I would say the same ice.
Same ice. Yeah. Weight's pretty close. Definitely more.
Whoa. Off.
Richard Hart.
Wait.
Scott. Hard. Gotta go hard. Really gotta go. Gotta go hard. Just through.
Keep going.
It's through.
Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going. Keep going.
Hard.
Keep going. This is not bad. Nope. Okay.
Well, they get the separation. They unlock them.
Good job, guys.
Shot stone
Yeah,
is
just
now
over.
back 8. Second shot, however, is that stone in the 12. So
It's pretty good. Got away with it. I overthrew it a bit.
Yeah, there's a ton of ice too. You were bad. Weight's pretty good, really.
Yeah.
Like it's just mud. When they hit, they don't go anywhere.
Throw it good. I'm gonna throw it hard.
Yeah, okay.
Not like a bomb though. Just firm.
So there's just. I'm guessing that the mud means that the houses just aren't very lively.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The houses aren't lively at all.
You can see a lot more lines from the grippers and the
Nothing huge.
brooms at one angle when we were looking into the house. A lot more frost lines than we've seen.
This is a thinner double. And Brad Jacobs is hoping a half a rock, you might just tickle that red one. Hit it really thin to stick it.
Whoa!
Normal.
Ryan!
Skip Stones.
Close. EJ.
Brad Jacobs.
Whoa.
EJ!
EJ, yep.
EJ!
Yep.
Hard!
Yep, right to it.
Whoa, whoa,
Yep.
whoa,
Right
whoa.
to it. Bang, bang, and spins it up. Oh, just unlocks.
Great shot.
Beautiful shot. Keep in mind, Ontario's trying to blank this end. There's still a guard out in front.
Real good.
I think that's the perfect roll, no? I think that's the perfect roll.
Wow, if it would have stuck right where it was. Well, then
Great carpet, big time. I don't mind board. Solid board right there. It just grabs it
in front of
Yeah,
us.
you
so
can't
might-
really
might
take a
force
run
us
at
to
it
draw.
because then Northern Ontario goes up and the guard's gone. So try and stay right on top of it.
Like a millimeter low?
Yeah, exactly. Board.
Only other option here would be go around everything, around that center guard, and hope that run back isn't made. But you're hoping against probably the wrong curler and Brad Jacobs. This makes sense. Just hair on the inside, stays kind of corner frozen.
Okay, which raises the question.
Weight's good.
Yep.
We know they can make the running backs
Little solid.
almost
Yep.
totally,
Hard.
but does the ice, the way it is,
Whoa,
change
whoa,
the run backs percentage? You think, Cheryl?
No, I haven't noticed it. It's more for the draws and the soft weights that we're seeing it, not as much for the run backs.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible.
You just got to get rid of it and stick in
Starting
the
to see
ring.
even some of the sweepers lose their grip.
Control.
Yeah.
I threw it a
Their
little
grippers
further.
getting caught a little bit in the frost.
Nose hit with control, boys. Okay. Let's go, Brad.
Just underswept that a tad, but it's a great shot because no matter what Brad does, there will be a double to blank. Brad Jacobs cannot roll away without jamming this one. So he has to group the yellows.
Wait right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Ease off. Clean. Off.
Whoa.
Clean. Whoa.
Yeah.
Clean.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Ryan.
Hard.
Ryan.
Hard.
Pretty good.
You know, considering the conditions, they're still being pretty precise, Cheryl.
Very much. There's some great shots made.
Close, Brad.
I think it's when they've been playing. You heard Richard Hart say it earlier. They've been, when you're down a path a couple times, I think the rock kind of takes the frost, the sweeping does, and so they've been playing down this one path pretty much the entire end. So that's to an advantage. You might go a new path that nobody'd been to, and the frost wouldn't affect the stone.
A little thicker than half here, everything goes.
Yep.
Final stone looking for the blank.
Yes. Gotta
Ontario and
go.
Glenn Howard and right on it. Scott Howard. And they'll get it. Very nice.
Oh, Rich.
Northern Ontario picks. Ah, yes. The sound of the moose.
Hey Sav, just wanted to let you know we're all thinking you of out here. All the guys are talking about you. Wish you were here, obviously, and I know everybody'd love to see you, and we could all sure use a laugh, and we know you'll provide that.
Hey Sav, I know it's been a rough go the last little bit, and we're here at the Ottawa Brier, and it doesn't feel right without you here. I know that the last one I was at, you were here with us, and this is my first Brier without you, so it feels a little strange. We're hoping you get well soon.
When I was first coming up and getting into the slams, he's one of the nicer guys out there, and was always sort of welcoming and cracking a joke, making everybody happy. So obviously pulling for him, and hope he's back out there with us soon.
I've known Craig for a long time. We actually were World Junior teammates back in 1998, and wish you all the best. I know you're tough. I know you have a great attitude, and that's going to go a long way. And we'll see you back here soon.
Our team wishes you all the best. We'd like nothing more to, at some point during this Brier, to see you out here. So get well soon, buddy.
Hang in there, keep fighting. We know you're a fighter, we know you're a competitor, we know you'll never give up. Just all the best, and we're thinking of you, pal.
We've been club members for numerous years at the Ottawa Curling Club and have played numerous games against each other. All the best, and I'm sure you're going to kick the ass of cancer you have, my friend.
Wishing him the best. You know, we know he's going to pull through, and look forward to seeing him, and can't wait for him to get better and you know, see him back on the ice.
Known you a long time, and you know, long-time friend on and off the ice, and always, you know, regularly thinking of you and wishing you all the best, and can't wait to see you back out there.
There isn't a day go by that we don't think about you and root for you. I know you're going to beat this damn cancer. All I can say is good luck, my friend, and we're all thinking of you. I can't wait to have a beer with you, buddy.
Wish you were out here with us this week, pal. You still got the worst intern on tour, but have some great memories with you. 2 World Juniors, growing up and playing with you and throwing so many rocks with you and our folks here in Ottawa. We're all thinking of you here at the Brier, and we know you're going to crush this, buddy, just like we did that 1998 World Junior Final. Go get them.
All the competitors wearing their blue ribbons, as we are, in support of Craig Saville, Canadian world champion, junior champion, world champion, and fighting Hodgkin's lymphoma, of course, in a 6-month treatment right now. Had his first treatment back, just a recent treatment on Thursday. Tonight is Hall of Fame dinner night here at the Brier, and Craig will be in attendance. Last word, TSN's Bob Weeks is being inducted for his reporting and on the game. Pierre Charette, Earl Morris being inducted tonight as well, so congratulations to Earl. He'll join the Hall of Fame. But more importantly, we wish Craig all the very best, and indeed we hope to see him back on the ice very soon, as we welcome you back to this Wednesday afternoon, draw 12. Ontario against Northern Ontario, the team from Sault Ste. Marie, Brad Jacobs, trying to win 7 straight against an Ontario team that's at 4-4 and hoping to avoid a 5th loss. Ontario, Glenn Howard down by 1. However, they do have that last rock. They have the Hammer coming home here in 10, playing the Redstones. This is the Ontario second, Adam Spencer.
Just line. Road.
A couple early errors here for Northern Ontario. They slid way deep, back 12 on their come around. Ontario went around the corner guard, and then they wrecked on the guard, but didn't wreck bad enough, so it leaves the guard. So a chance to sit 2 already. Everything opened up. Corner guard to use and Hammer for Ontario here.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, we saw Saskatchewan miss that opportunity. They had the double to score 2. They only got a single. And here again, Saskatchewan, more pressure on Manitoba and Mike McEwen.
Well, and underneath BJ, you can't see it. It's like a little egg underneath him. There is another stone belonging to Saskatchewan. So this is really about reducing the damage and maintaining last rock coming home. Trying to get the shot stone, actually. Although that was second shot, so they will concede another point.
So they're tied at 5, and Manitoba will, as Kathy says, have the Hammer coming home.
Straight come around. It might be for 3rd shot, that's all.
It'll be 3rd.
The freeze is a long shot. I don't know how that helps us.
If you make it good.
Try to make perfect corner freeze.
Yeah, that's what I like.
It's tough to get rid of.
I think that's the 2. You either go there or go there.
And save this for later, I guess. The guard's useless now. It's
could go there.
It's not bad either.
Okay.
It'll be second, obviously. Not bad.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
Probably the intern, eh? Yeah.
Utilize the guard, Cheryl. You just put it behind, behind the guard, 3/4 behind the guard, and it can redirect onto that back yellow. There's a good angle of it there.
Over curl.
So just half bury, 3/4 bury. If you over bury, they'll be able to hit it out with the out turn.
Yeah, they talked about freezing on the open one that's on the other side of the sheet, but it would be pretty easy to be off by an inch and they could pick it out.
Gotta go to get it there.
Go then.
Gotta go.
There it goes. There it goes.
Line's great.
Gotta go.
Keep going then. Hard, guys.
Back 8.
Hard.
Come on. Really good.
Come on. You gotta go. You gotta go.
All the way to the back.
Come on, Richie. Come on. The line's perfect.
Go 1-1-1 right on top. Go, Richie. Go,
Rich, go, go.
Go.
Good sweep.
We're good.
Shot.
Pretty good.
Actually over curled.
All right, guys.
Back 8. Weight's really good.
Come on.
Back 8.
You gotta go.
All the way to the back.
Come on, Richie. Come on. The line's perfect.
Very good effort, though.
1-1-1 right on
They
top.
got a piece of it, though, for Northern Ontario here.
Yep. Whoa.
Clean.
Brian Fry.
Good.
Wow.
Probably would have been smarter to kick that yellow out of there. Ryan knows it.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy with the result.
Show him a piece on Scott's side.
Yeah, if we could.
Keep it on the center line side of that guard.
Still good there, eh, Adam?
It looked like it slid really well.
It's way more ice than Adam. Is that too much ice?
It's a lot more than Spence's, I think.
Less or no?
No?
Close. Okay.
That's good.
Weight's there.
Whoa, then.
Back 8.
Whoa, then. Off.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Coming down.
No, Scott. No,
Still
line's
there.
good.
Line's
Easy.
good.
Back 4.
No.
Easy. Line's good, not Scott.
No.
Adam.
Weight's there.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Adam a bit.
Whoa, over curl.
Clean it.
Back
Over
8.
curl.
Back 8.
Whoa.
Just make it.
What, freeze it.
Yeah, back
Whoa.
8, and they're going to be almost frozen to it. There you are. So having some trouble adjusting to the changing conditions. Well, it was pretty closed, wasn't it? The game started with Ontario forced to the 1. We had a couple of blanks. That 3, though, and 8, that turned it around. Northern Ontario, up until that point, really had generated nothing. And then, yes, he gets the blank. So now Ontario does have the hammer coming home down by 1. And Jacobs at 92%. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And maybe. And now they got 2 around the edges. Are they sitting 1 or are they sitting 3?
Yes, true.
Just won't go away, that back yellow.
The freezes are ridiculous.
Good go there now.
Why now?
It'll be second.
I don't know if I like it.
Want to take a time?
Sure.
Time.
I hate it. I think we go around the center, guys.
Come on down.
It's hard to believe. You saw the beautiful picture of how close that freeze of Richard Hertz was. That Fry could pick it out and leave that back rock, which he didn't even want to do.
He's just going to go around the center. What's that?
That early?
I think he should. If you go around there, or he probably can get it too, can't he?
We go around the alley, he's running straight back and we're done.
Yeah.
It's 2 shots.
I think we go around the side. He's going to run straight back. He's going to.
But the freeze to his yellow, right? Like if you make that good, it doesn't go out, does it?
I think we go around the alley. He makes the run back for fun.
We go around here. He draws the house.
Yeah.
And then.
You have to freeze. We got a chance.
You freeze the shot.
Maybe we can
now
freeze the shot.
on the inside. Hopefully he blasts everything. Then you try and go around that. He's coming around. But are you ever going to get 2? What's the best way to get 2? Are you just trying to make sure you score, or are you trying to get 2 shots?
We're going for 2. This is 2 all day.
Perfect freeze. Last corner.
Is that what you like, Wayner? You try to stuff one around this corner somehow and make them.
I don't think you can get it buried where he can't get it.
Around the corner or the center?
Around the corner. Around the center, you can go back 8 again, but he keeps getting it. Nobody likes freezing a shot on trying to get on the angle. Like you only got to
they
be.
throw it so hard. I think you can make it perfect, and he still gets it out.
Yeah.
Or you.
What do you like? What do you want?
I thought the same shot.
Same shot around the center.
Back forward, try to be a little higher, make him make the run, and
make
maybe
the
he'll
run.
jam it. Like there is an outside chance. I mean, I know it's a long shot as well, but you at least got 2 chances.
He could also go stick. That's pretty good for us.
Right, he could stick it, and then you got a rough to freeze. That's what I thought.
I think that's the better
one.
one.
It feels like we're drawing for a nibbler out here, and then you're praying.
I think if anything, though, we got to show him this side.
Yeah.
I like that call because even if you go back 4, the run is getting further apart. Take it a little bit deeper, and it's not quite as easy.
Yeah, but not too deep, right, Shell? If you go here, then it's an easy to sit too, for Northern Ontario. So I agree with you. I think they're all on the right page here. Get it maybe in this type of area or even this type of area. Make that run a little longer.
That going around the corner is pretty tough.
I think Wayne said it best. I don't think you can bury there. You heard Richard say earlier it doesn't curl much there. He's talking to Adam Spencer, so this is the easier shot. They've just made it twice too. Like they know how to bury it here.
It's right. It's less. Not much. It's less.
And despite the conditions,
don't want to.
Whoa, then whoa.
They're still
Fearful.
fearful
Wade's good.
of the run back ability of Northern Ontario.
Go. Gotta go. Easy. Gotta go.
Oh, over curl.
We're T-line.
Over curl.
Just T-line.
Over curl.
Okay, nothing. No, Scott. No.
Whoa, over curl.
No. That works.
And over curl just a little bit. It shows out the other side.
Real good shot.
Dead behind. They were hoping then it leaves a guard for them, something for them to play with.
And Wayne had a good point. Not only can you miss this run back, but what if it jams on that back yellow? The one that Ryan Fry so desperately tried to get out twice.
It's there for good.
It even puts doubt in the thrower's mind. Ryan will be sitting here going, I got to make sure I don't get this too straight on, and then you might overbrush it and miss it completely.
Brad Jacobs
Yep.
skips Jones. He leads by one.
Ryan.
Now, and he stuffed it at the back.
There it is.
And there was Richard Hart, just off camera, looking right back at Wayne Middaugh and just gave him a little bit of a wink.
That's that rock. They could have got it out of there, and they just didn't worry about it.
Okay, well, this is good, too. You're right. If you roll it, where's perfect?
Hey, we better hurry up, boys?
Yeah.
Minute and a half.
Take another time.
Take another time.
Time.
So, right there,
Waiter.
plays the slash.
Cross our fingers.
We just did, and we got lucky. You want to do it again?
I know.
What was the outside one? What does he do?
Knows the outside one? He comes
He's got to draw it around, and then you got to.
He's still got the double if you knows the outside one.
Still got the
Oh,
double.
I don't like playing that.
Still got
Then
the
he
double.
can. Oh yeah.
We either freeze or hit
I
and
like
roll a
either
bit.
this or
You can hit roll berry.
this.
Good.
I think that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Because I don't know if he can
What do you
see
like?
enough
That's
to
not
make
bad.
it.
That's perfect.
That's a shot.
I gotta. Let's do that.
Board?
Board.
Yeah.
Just watch the back one.
No. Board.
Hit roll a couple
What about
feet.
nose? No, yeah, he plays the.
Same thing, slash.
What turn are you throwing?
What turn?
In. Scott, you go on the inside. The other quickly.
So hurry up. Each team is given those two 90-second timeouts, so both used now by Ontario.
If this isn't curling enough, Richard will brush it and make the thin double.
Little strong.
Close.
Whoa. Close.
Close.
Whoa.
Dwight Howard in his first.
Whoa.
Scratching to stay at those 4 losses. Again, it made the jump. They avoid the jam at the back and roll it over.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
He's playing the slash. He's not even. This is all he's got. No, I know.
In his
This is
16th Brier, only once has he been involved in a season or a round robin where he's lost 5. And
Over. Buried.
that was 1991. Playing with you,
Slash
Russ.
is too tough.
Yeah, we're not around the
Timeout being called by Brad Jacobs.
You could play the come around here, Cheryl.
I think Glenn said it's pretty good. I think that slash is really hard.
The red double?
Just gotta go here. Got to be dead buried.
Yeah. You like the draw. I like the draw. You
Yeah.
got the hit and roll to the 12-footer, right?
We do.
Yeah, scary.
Glenn rolled to a
Right?
perfect spot.
This isn't the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. He still has to make it.
I guess the double might jam.
It'd be close. If you get it over, if you get it just past like lined up, it's gonna be tough for him not to jam on that.
It'll be tough for him not to jam it.
It's just, yeah, rolling to here is real bad.
Dead.
Yeah.
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 Nose is better than rolling too far.
Is nose bad?
Pretty easy.
It goes under pretty easy.
You have to roll hair this way.
What?
You'd have to roll hair this way for
Yeah,
it to,
I mean, I guess the ideal roll is
It's full 12.
to here.
Yeah.
What do you think the easiest shot is right
Yeah. Can you put it top 4 or make the roll to full 12?
Well, yeah, I'm really hoping I can make whatever we call here. If we make it top 4, full 4 buried, even with the red.
Yep.
Yeah, just trying to keep. The speed's good here.
He can probably still get to it with back line, but you think?
It's warping in there.
Huh?
It's really warping in.
Really warping. Yeah, I know.
Good.
We got tons of time still.
Yeah, I know.
You guys got lots of time.
Yeah.
Get it right.
What do you guys like? I don't like our options either way.
I don't mind the hit.
You like the hit?
I don't know. Whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable throwing.
I mean, I don't mind the draw, but it's just the way all theirs have been over curling. Either way, it's got to be precise. So it's whatever you're comfortable with.
I guess this shot here, pretty darn good, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we can roll it to right there.
Yeah.
Like you don't have
That's
to
not
roll
great.
it fully buried, right?
Like if you roll, realistically, you're rolling to like here, right?
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
The hardest, leaving it the easiest shot, I think, is if we roll to there. So.
And I think nosing it's no good either. Right?
It's pretty much making that roll stay.
What do you think's a tougher shot for him?
I think he just threw this, but
The hit?
he just threw that hit.
3 choices. The
But
red
team
double they
decision.
haven't talked about,
I
Cheryl.
think we want to just bury this top 4,
Okay,
fighting
bite the
4.
four.
All right?
I like it.
All right. Okay, Fry. Now, we played a draw for 1 here earlier. I think.
I like that.
Yeah.
I kind of thought they would go to the slash.
I did
Like
too,
they-
because it's pretty natural. It's pretty half a rock's going to be close, and you have to be pretty
He's
unlucky
good
to
here.
jam it, which they've
He's
already
good.
displayed that
He's
once.
good, Brad.
Is this for the draw or is this a
bite
hit and
top
roll?
4?
Draw.
Yeah.
Hit and roll, you'd have to be so precise.
Right.
So many bad spots to roll to leave a double.
Higher the better with this too. If it gets to the tee line, Glenn will be able to get at it.
Well, Manitoba has just drawn the back of the 8-foot. Mike McEwen picks up win number 5. And Saskatchewan with the loss. Steve Laycock is now 4-5.
Top 4. Just for weight. Just for
Line's
weight. Just
good.
for weight. Lots of line right now. Lots of line.
Little
Top
room.
4. Room. Line's good. Line's good.
Line's
Full
good.
4. Line's good. Line's good. Line's
Final
good.
stone for
Line's still
Perfect,
good.
boys.
Brad
Line's still good.
Jacobs.
Curl. Needs to curl.
Curl.
Needs to finish. Each. Each. You got to bury it.
Yep.
Hard each,
Whoa, whoa,
hard
whoa.
each.
Yep, yep.
Hard
yep,
each,
yep.
each.
Whoa,
Go.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Even, and they will be shot rock. Maybe stone too much.
It might be a double off the red. Yeah, I think so, Vic.
They had to go on it to get it to bury.
And the final is on sheet A. And Team Canada pulls it out as they win it 6-4. And that keeps them alive. They go to 5-4, and that's a 5th loss for New Brunswick, now 2-5.
Okay, where you
That was a 3-10 for Team Canada and Pat Simmons.
Whoa, dodged a bullet there. Lots of curl here. The only thing going against Glenn would be the fact that the houses are a little slower.
Final
Weight's
stone.
really good. Scott. Scott. Whoa. Whoa.
Out of his hand, they like it.
Whoa. Whoa. Adam. Whoa. Adam. 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 Let's go. Adam.
He's just trying to hold the curl now. Here comes that guard. It's really taken off on them. Oh, it took off on them. And Northern Ontario will pick up the steal of one, and they will win it. Make the final 6-4 as they win 7 straight. And Ontario suffers that crushing 5th loss.
There's no way to curl like that.
Didn't have it, boys, but thank you for sticking with me.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
As you looked at the Centennial Flame, which teams are still burning here at this Tim Hortons Brier? There you see the top 3. Northern Ontario dodges the bullet to stay undefeated. Newfoundland, Labrador, Manitoba picks up the win. Alberta does as well. Team Canada avoids falling to 5. That's the magic number now, isn't it? As you try to stay there. Reminder now, tonight we'll be back at 7:30 Eastern Time. Newfoundland, Labrador, Quebec on 4 and 5. Manitoba, BC 1 and 3. Draw 13 of the Tim Hortons Brier as we try to make our way through this round robin. Heading towards the playoffs. Still so much to be decided. Till we talk with you again tonight. Thank you for joining us. The Tim Hortons Brier on Canada's sports leader, TSN.